Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Does Painting of Minis. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Jahan and Gary.
It's me, the voice of Casualty CDG. What you see on the screen is my desk and the miniatures I intend on painting. I've got my Minotaur from Sword and Sorcery board game, and I've got a little Chaos guy back here in the back. He's kind of blurry. He's maybe my second pick. What you got, Jahan? What are you painting today?
I think I'm just going to say fuck it and do this giant bat monster.
Yo, hell yeah.
It's a big one.
That's what's up. I have my big bat monster too, but I want to do it like pale, white, nasty, see-through, pinkish skin where you can see all the
Nice.
veins and stuff. And I've been practicing on some of my chaos guys, but I don't have the look down yet. So I'll do my bat soon, I promise. But today's not the day. I'm so close to perfecting the look.
Probably going to hit it with some dry brush.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. At this point in my life, I have nothing to lose, so let's do this.
You know, that's the good thing about painting is you can always throw it in some alcohol and melt the paint off. The plastic will stay intact and you can repaint your mini all over again.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet, but that's a thing. I've seen people rescue a lot of minis that way.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm giving this thing a look-see under my microscope here.
I was looking at mine before we got started and I was trying to like twist it, turn and see if there was a better way for the camera to really get a look at it, and there really isn't. So I'm gonna get my fat hand in your way real quick and sort of try to show you what else I could show you with this, but this may be the best look at the Minotaur you can get.
I just wish I had a camera for my magnifying glass.
Yeah, man, I've been thinking about getting another camera with a little bit higher quality since we're doing some detailed painting now. My camera was like, I don't know, $50 or less at Walmart, so I could definitely upgrade.
Mine, I think mine's $100 one, but I got it on super sale on Amazon.
I'm really happy with this miniature. He's got all sorts of different textures. He's got chainmail under his arm pads. He's got fur on his legs. He's got big old horns. So I've got bone, I've got metal, I've got everything I want to paint. So I think this one's going to be fun. I already grabbed some paint colors too. I think I'm going to go with like a brown, mostly brown Minotaur color palette, some orange, I think, in there, with some gold on the armor and maybe some black metal accents. He's got a lot of metal, so I didn't just want to do gold, gold, gold all over the place. So some of it's probably going to be black steel.
Yeah, that's fair. What's up, Penguin? How you doing, dog? Hello, you
Yo.
artisans of archetypes, you craftsmen of chaos. May your dry brush never get wet.
Hell yeah, look at him go.
Look at him
Fuck
go.
yeah, Pango.
Fuck yeah,
You're on
Pango.
fire.
Fucking love me some Pango, dude.
I do too.
We got some cool ass fucking viewers, man.
Yeah, we do.
Lately we've gotten a few I don't know, they. It's nice when people interact, you know.
I like when we
get
get followers, but like there's a different class of followers, you know what I mean? There's followers, and I appreciate everyone who follows and likes and comes in and drops by. But then there's people like Pango and Vampire
Yeah,
that
Pango,
are like
Vampire, Rune.
they're like next level.
That new dude, Lord Jesus Crust.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
the rare appearance from Were Rats. Yeah, the people that come
Where
and
rats? Hell
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, Were Rats, I think, is literally our first follower. Which is funny.
I remember that our 100th follower, his name was Connor, and
yeah.
it's not our Connor, which is funny.
Okay. That is
But
funny.
it is a guy named Connor, and I was like, I'll never forget your name. I have a feeling he'll pop into our stream again one day and be like, remember me? And I'll be like, I do. You're our 100th follower. It's still in my brain, buddy.
There he is. Yeah, 100. I remember 100. 100 was a big deal, man.
100 was a big deal.
We're about to hit 320.
320? I thought we were about to hit 250.
What? No.
I don't know anything.
We're about to hit 320, dog.
Don't look at me like you're surprised. I don't know anything. I've never been anywhere and I don't know anything.
I mean, it's overrated, dude. I don't think
knowing knowing stuff.
I don't think I really know anything, anyways.
Yeah, I think the older I get, the more I realize I just don't fucking know anything.
What am I doing with this bat guy, man? I was thinking like, I have a couple ideas. I was thinking like a red could be cool, or just going like actual bat brown colors, or maybe like purple in it.
Ooh, you know, what if you use some inspiration from like that Batman animated series with the Man Bat?
I do like
Some
Man Bat, dude, man. That was like my favorite toy.
You could look into some grayscale work on that with maybe some yellow eyes. Does your creature have pants? I think Man Bat had blue
He does
pants.
not have pants.
Ooh.
No. So he's not. My creature's not technically a bat. He is an alien of some kind. That
He's just
resembles a bat.
sort of bat-like.
Yeah. So this mini is from Nemesis Lockdown from Awaken Realms board games. It is a board game. I haven't played it yet, but I've played the predecessor Nemesis, and it's literally one of the best games I've ever played.
Hell yeah.
It's
That's a high praise.
it's co-op with a betrayal element, right? So like there's a chance that the game everyone's working on the same team, everybody's friends. But there's also a chance that somebody has to kill somebody has to like sabotage a ship, but like no one knows.
Oh, I like that. I like those kinds of games.
It's
Like
fun,
you
man.
flip it over in the final act and you're like, "Oh shit, I have a new objective. I'm the baddie."
It's fun. Yeah, it's real fun. It takes like 5 hours though, but
That reminds me, of course, of House at Haunted Hill. That's the classic. That's the one I played for the first time. Or Betrayal at House on Haunted Hill.
Betrayal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Betrayal. Yeah, that one's good. I always wanted to play the Baldur's Gate one. But yeah, this comes from Lockdown, which so Nemesis, you're on a ship heading hopefully to Earth, and aliens happen. There's 3 expansions. There's so the base one are called Intruders. They're just xenomorphs, like from Aliens. Then the expansions are called Carnivores, and they're pretty much necromorphs from Dead Space, right? They're like the body horror, like masses of like sinew and bone. And then the third one are called Void Seekers. Haven't played that expansion, but they're psychic monsters, and they can like induce paranoia and shit. But those are the 3 different games you can play.
And the guy you've got is from the first set?
The guy I've got is from the sequel called Nemesis Lockdown, in which you're, instead of being on a ship, you're in a base. You're on a base. You're on a base in, like, I think on Mars maybe, and it's on lockdown. And there's an intruder. And during the Kickstarter, we got to vote on like what the aliens look like. And
Oh, that's sick.
I voted for bats. And
Yeah, you got your win.
I got my wish. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. And the first one, they have a first player marker that's a cat. And you got to vote if you wanted the Catstronaut, which is a cat astronaut. It's really cute. And then there's the Cat Truder, which is like an alien fucked up cat. Both of them are adorable, but I got what I wanted there too. I got the cat. But
Hell yeah.
they wound up putting the other one up for sale as well. But no, Awaken Realms makes some of the best games, like, period. One of my favorite board game companies.
I've been thinking about it. Maybe for your bat, you should go with some flesh tones and some like mostly gray fur,
I thought about making them
Like-
fleshy.
flesh and gray. You know, don't go too pale with the fleshy. You're not trying to make him albino, but bats do have flesh.
Bats do have flesh. Yeah.
They're not all fur.
And this one doesn't look like it has much fur at all. This one looks pretty skin colored. So maybe I'll base it out. Should I base it out Monster Brown or like flesh?
So that's a great question. That's actually right where I'm at right now. Is I've got Monster Brown here, and I just used the Monster Brown last night, so I'm pretty confident I know what it looks like. I'm gonna base mine out with tanned flesh. Boop. There's what I've got. Tanned flesh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go across the Minotaur, and I'm gonna hit his neck and his hands and stuff like that. So I give him some fleshy bits, and then I'm gonna go over the hair with the Monster Brown, and then an oak brown dry brush on top of that
Okay.
to layer some colors into his hair.
Oh, I have tan flesh too.
Look at you go. Yeah, I like tan flash. That's a good color.
But you're going
And
a
I
different
was
direction with it, right?
um so my guy is going to be, yeah, I'm going to go more oranges and reds the
Okay.
deeper I get into this. And a lot of brown because it's a Minotaur, and I want him to look kind of like a classic Minotaur. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy with this guy. I
I'll start with tan flesh. See what I think.
think it's good base either way.
I should add water, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I added 3 drips, but it depends on how much paint you add.
Let's add two. My little pipette.
The good thing about this stage, it's the first layer of paint, so you can be a little sloppy because you're gonna go back over and do details on top later. You don't want to be too sloppy, but you can be a little sloppy on your lines.
Yeah.
What'd you get up to this week, man? Anything good with those damn flower pots? You still doing that crap?
Bro. I don't. Bro.
Like you work at a medical facility, right? But
Mm,
you're 3D printing flower pots because that's what the owners want to do right now, and so got to make the owner happy. But has it been 2 days? Are you still doing that crap?
no.
Are you
They abandoned it because it was taking too long.
good? Yeah, no. I mean, that's what was going to happen if you tried to 3D print a bunch of flower pots. It doesn't. That's not done in 15 minutes.
They don't know that. They don't understand that.
Well,
They don't
that's
understand.
okay.
They don't understand the technology. Period.
I feel like a lot of people who own the thing don't understand the thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's why they
but
own the. That's how they're able to own the
but
thing.
that's why you hire me, who is a CAD 3D printing tech specialist, right? Uh, that knows, and then you listen to them.
Yeah, but they can't listen to you because they have more money than you, and rich people do not want to be told what to do or told anything really by people who aren't rich people.
It's fair.
They're not going to listen to you. You're bottom totem pole.
Yeah. A lot of
No,
that
that's funny though.
going
They should
around
have listened to
today.
you.
A
They
lot
should
of
have
that
listened to you
shit.
on Tuesday.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
how many pots did you actually end up printing any? Did they
I
even
print
use them? Or are
two.
they just like
I
are
printed
they
two.
just like are they just like fuck it, we don't need them now, or are they still going with it?
I mean, I printed two, and I'm pretty sure they're from my boss's house, so it is what it is.
That's
He,
exactly how you're supposed to use company supplies.
yep. Yep. Yep.
They're like, hey, you mind if I print out some flower pots from my house too? No, why not?
I mean, honestly, if I did, they wouldn't fucking know.
No, they wouldn't.
They're so confused by like our inventory, like what we have, what we don't have, how things work. They don't know shit, dude.
You should try to change this in your favor. Just tell them you need to start ordering stuff and start ordering like resin printers and stuff.
I can't do that. I don't have. I don't have. Yeah, I don't have any. They won't give me any purchasing power.
Yeah, that's what you need to do is like make up an email of all the stuff that you just want to play with and send it to them like every week. Be like, just a reminder, here's all the stuff I need. then maybe at least there'll be a reason to look forward to going to work. A bunch of new toys come in.
Yeah, be cool.
They need the new toys too, you know what I mean? It's not that if they want to print a bunch of flower pots, they're going to need a big resin printer one of these days or multiple.
Yeah.
So it's not just for you. They really do need to advance.
The thing is, though, I don't think they've bought in a single printer. I think that they lucked into the three they have.
Oh, they maybe got them off a grant or something too.
No, I think they got them from like, I have these printers. I don't want any more. Family
Oh,
friend.
good. We can start a 3D printing business
Yeah, with zero understanding.
and 3 printers.
It was real fun. Now, the best part was when my boss just thought, when I started off there, that I could print with metal.
Oh, nice.
Like, just print metal out of a filament printer. And that what would come out of it would be a completed metal piece. Finished.
So I like him. I like your boss. He sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, an extruder head can get to like 250 degrees tops, like absolute tops. I would not put it higher than
That's
that.
that's hot enough to melt steel.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's why your oven melts whenever you use it.
Yeah, yeah. That you mean the metal that, in order to make it, they had to discover a new way to create a completely new tier of heat. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, they fucking
Yeah.
had to invent a different kind of heat.
So you're telling me that those printers don't have mini forges inside of them?
No, they do not. But according to my boss, they have lasers, so
Nice.
they don't.
Nope.
Only one of them does. Resin printers have they have UV lights. I mean, it's essentially a laser. I guess you could probably consider it a laser. It's pretty much a laser, but the filament printers don't. Like at all. It's fucking like it's just a hot tip and like plastic being pushed through it. That's it. That's all it is.
I got my first layer of flesh color on this Minotaur, which
I
you can
almost do
almost.
too.
It actually went on pretty quick.
It's drying and it looks good. And I like it.
That's good news.
Yeah. Like I like what I'm seeing here.
Making sure to dry brush with your dry brush.
Yeah. Mostly.
When I first started painting, I did like I challenged myself, and my orc bikers are 100% dry brush from beginning to end. I dry brushed all the skin and all the eyebrows and all the everything, which, usually dry brushing is probably like 70% of this process, but I really I went ham.
Yeah.
I knew I needed to practice, and motorcycles look cool no matter what.
I don't know, man. I have very little like foundation right now. Like no real skill. Working on it, but I watch
You do
videos.
stuff for 2 weeks. It's pretty good. You have some
Thanks.
skill.
I
You
have
have some foundations and basics.
a little, but I have trouble doing things because I get very easily frustrated and discouraged. You know,
Yeah, I do.
I don't have a lot of.
Painting is painting's one of the things that I like doing that does not frustrate and discourage me though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's what do you call it? Oh wow, I like what's happening there.
I was just thinking about it last night about how I like painting because I feel like I can't do it wrong. It's mine. It's my piece and I can't mess it up.
You know, it's a good way to look at it. I don't know, man. I have a lot of self-esteem issues. Not that you don't, but
Right?
okay. I think for the first time, I actually accidentally brush something.
Nice.
I didn't get it until just now.
That's okay. Them's the steps.
Yeah, I'm learning. All right,
I
let's
think I
see.
might have put too much water in that brown.
Oh boy, you having some watery brown there, buddy?
Yeah, too much water in my brown.
It's no good.
No, I actually had oatmeal today, so there's nothing wrong with my brown. Yo, that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna want to do some reds and some pinks. Oh, that's really gonna come together.
Yeah, I think it actually is going to work out pretty good. This one's starting a lot better. So I think those Dark Elder I was painting, man, I think that maybe it's just because they're really old and like the base coat's been on there a long time. It wasn't working very well.
That's possible.
Because
I
like,
also
the paint goes on them like real weird.
I just have never ever in my life, not since I was young. I don't like the way Dark Eldar look. So it's hard for me to like come up with a paint scheme because I just don't like their armor. Just at the base of them, they're just not my favorite army.
No. Yeah. Hey, it's Crab. Crab is.
Hey, what up, Dylan?
Here.
Thank you for popping in. He's been playing some Halo today and streaming his Halo games.
Oh, cool. I didn't know Crab streamed.
Yeah, he doesn't have a regular schedule, I don't think, but he pops on and streams maybe once to 1 to 3 times a week, I would say.
Thanks, Penguin. I appreciate it. But if I'm being honest, I also think I'm terrible at DMing, but hey.
No, I would say that you're a gifted storyteller and comedian.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I'm very. Well, I hate myself, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot you could do about that.
No. I could probably go to therapy.
I pay for that and I still hate myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
It definitely helps, but it didn't get rid of it.
Well, I don't think anything gets rid of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, bye. Bye, brush. Have fun on the floor.
You just throw a brush on the floor?
I threw it on the floor.
Throw it on the ground.
I definitely do not have a regular schedule. Consistency is not my strong suit. Yeah, I mean, that's the hard part about streaming.
Consistency's not my strong suit. I totally get it.
What are you, one of Gary's stools?
I get too much water in the brown. It's a callback.
It is a callback.
Gifted. It's a gifted comedian.
Man, that's what I do. I'm a gifted comedian.
I'm trying to say. What up, Jen? What up, Jen? So I moved on to the hair, Jahan. I don't know if you're still on flesh.
No, I'm doing a little Monster Brown. On
Monster Brown.
Doing a Monster Brown layer.
I am doing Oak Brown on like the hair and stuff to get that darker color underneath. I'll do the lighter color on top so that this kind of looks like shadow.
Wait, say that again? That sounded like something I needed to hear.
I'm going to do a darker color underneath because I'm going to dry brush with the Monster Brown. And then it'll look like shadow. It'll look like darker hair under the lighter hair.
So I should do fur brown first.
Yes, you should pick a darker brown. Whatever dark brown you have. I use oak.
I might go with a gray.
A gray could be good. And then you could do dry brush like either a black or a white on top. Because if you do gray and black, that could look sick.
Ash or uniform?
I brought uniform. And I don't know if there's a reason why I brought uniform, but that's the one I have.
Good enough reason to pick this one as any.
Yeah, I left Ash out in the living room.
Monster Brown's what I do in the bathroom? Thanks, babe.
Hell yeah.
She's not wrong.
Monster Brown was your nickname in high school.
I kind of, yeah. That's close. That's close.
Mm-hmm. So since this guy's a Minotaur, he has little furry legs for pants. So I'm just going to continue this oak brown right down onto the legs. I did his mane, I did his chest hair because he's a real man, Minotaur. And now I get his little thigh bones.
No.
The tail I'm kind of questionable about what color I should do. I don't know if I should go over it with this pink, like the rest of the flesh. This ruddy flesh tone, tan flesh we were using. I don't know if I should do that or make the tail more light brown. I guess I'll figure that out when I cross that road.
If you go tan, it's easier if you don't like it to fix than the other way.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Also, this miniature's already tan, so I gets to sort of see what it looks like as it comes together.
Yeah, Penguin, me and Gary both have paints from Army Painter Paints. Come paint your army. That's their tag.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, and if they want to sponsor us, that'd be awesome. But they don't sponsor us.
I wish, man. That'd be cool.
So I will also mention that I have some Vallejo paints, and I like them very much.
Yeah. I hear good things about Vallejo.
until
See, I don't
we.
even think that those two companies don't like each other because like everybody uses both anyways.
Hmm. The thing that's hard about Vallejo is if you are like a local game store, Vallejo is crap at keeping their stuff stocked. But if you're ordering stuff online, it's not a problem. You get you get your stuff no problem. But local hobby stores, I guess those guys don't like Vallejo as much. But Army Painter, no complaints. I very much like Army Painter.
Yeah, so far I like it. So far,
I
so
think
good.
every week I complain about Games Workshop's pots, the shape of their paint pots, and I'll complain about it again this week. They're terrible.
I always liked them.
Have they always been that same horrible, stupid shape?
Yeah.
God, that's just terrible.
Except I
I
don't
feel
think they
like,
used to have that little scoop inside for you to paint out of.
right? Jeez, that's just such a bad little shape.
Yeah. I always thought it was like cool.
I
Like
think they do too. I think that's the whole thing. I think they think it's awesome.
yeah. Like
Like
I
one guy, I think there's one guy who thinks it's really cool.
yeah. I mean, I agree with them, you know?
And maybe I'm the only one over here. Hey, I started watching this documentary on Netflix called The Pez Outlaw.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that.
It's this guy who goes to Europe and buys all the Pez dispensers that they don't release in the US and then comes and sells them in like toy shows and stuff and then starts his own website and is basically just black market distributing Pez dispensers. It's a pretty fun little doc.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I thought Jen would actually like that one a lot because she's really into Funko.
Hmm.
She's like really into it, dude. She's fucking like the way she does it well enough for it to be an investment as opposed to just a hobby.
Right, she's not just a collector, she's like
She's not.
a
Uh,
collector.
yeah, she's like an actual collector, man. She has good ones and shit. And
I should have had her talk to Blake. Blake got rid of all of his or is getting rid of his. He's selling everything.
I think we actually did talk to him.
Oh, well, there you go. Never mind.
I just think he didn't have stuff that she wanted, or like all the stuff that he had that was good, she already had, or something.
Right. Well, yeah, you can run into that problem when you're a collector.
Bro, she has so many.
I already have that.
She has. She has like over 1,000. It's kind of a cool wall, honestly, but you know.
Over 1,000?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's insane. That's dope as hell.
I won her one. Conan does a contest every year because he does Conan pops and like they'll be like it'll be Conan as Chucky or Conan as Jenny says huge overestimate. How many do you have, babe? 300 to 400. Still a lot.
Okay. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean,
It's not
it is a
1,000.
lot, but it's not 1,000. That's why I was like, 1,000? That's fucking. Oh my god. So about a third of that, though.
Yeah. I'm not very good at counting. I don't know how
That's
many.
right.
I don't know how many. I
I
missed
don't know
that
how.
episode.
I don't know how many.
I don't know how
That's
many.
good.
The question's
Man,
never
this.
how many. My answer's always I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Pass.
Pretty much, yeah.
I got this dark brown on this Minotaur, on his little hooves, on his little pants, on his little mane and his chest hair. I think it's time for me to pour down a little bit of this lighter brown. A little bit of this monster brown.
I added gray all over him. It's hard to see though.
If you hold it still, yours actually focuses. Mine doesn't. Pull it back towards you like 4 inches right there. And then it'll go zip and then focus because your camera's better. Hmm. Of course, when I say it, no.
Man, you can't see
Gotta,
it though.
yeah, you can kind of see it. I like the way yours is looking.
I do too.
Um, One of the things that you're gonna do when you get further in yours is you're gonna use a purple.
Thanks, babe. Yeah.
you're gonna use a dark purple, and you're gonna put it in those muscle recesses. You're
You
just
think I
gonna
should do
paint,
purple?
yeah, a darker purple.
I was thinking purple, but I was scared.
Yeah, and you're gonna put it right in those muscle recesses, right in between where the muscles bulge.
I did get alien purple out because I
Yeah,
was
hell
thinking.
yeah. Man, look
I
at
feel like me
you.
and you kind of are on the same page about this one.
Yep.
Do the beauty guru trick and use your palm to focus it. Oh shit! What the fuck?
Yo, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Ah, see,
Whoa.
my girlfriend's a fucking genius. I love her.
Yeah, man, that was sick.
That was sick. It's like she's magic.
Yeah, that was magic. That was straight up technology magic. That was wizard magic.
It's so weird, man. She like thinks she's dumb, but like
Yeah, she ain't.
she's one of the smartest people. No, she's
Well, that's the thing,
a
man.
tech wizard.
If you think you're dumb, you're probably smart, and if you think you're smart, you're probably dumb.
Oh shit.
I would say that that there's a difference for you because you don't go around telling everybody how smart you are all the time.
I used
Anybody
to
anybody who runs around telling people how smart they are is probably not fucking smart.
when I was younger. It was really important to me.
That's my tough guy rule, man. Anyone who runs around talking about how much of a tough guy they are is not a tough guy.
How do I get this in the recesses?
Um, just as easily as you would think, you're just gonna get a little bit of purple paint on on your brush, and what I'm doing is actually ruining my brush, but I'm twirling my brush, see, to get the head nice and thin. I just put it between my fingertips and twirl it,
I actually have some brushes that are like that.
and then that'll get you a nice point, and you could just go right in there and go swoop. And remember, you're not doing it with the tip of your brush, you're doing it with the edge of your brush. Because you're not trying to poke it in there, you're just kind of rubbing it, swiping it right through. And if you pop over the edge, no problem, because you can just put some skin tone right over the muscle. You probably got to go back and do a couple skin tone patch ups after you did all your hair, anyways.
I think it's working.
Does it look sick as fuck?
It's kind of starting to look immediately sick as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, homie. That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck yes. But now I'm like hyper focused.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Don't even trip, Doug.
You already know you can fix it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go into the gooch.
Man, this brush is awful. Time to switch brushes. The one that I said I'm going to ruin by twisting it, it was also already ruined. I think at some point it must have touched some glue because it's got like a hard lump in it that won't come out.
Oh no.
I know. But painting is losing brushes. You can't get too caught up on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you want your brushes to stay perfect, just never paint and they'll be perfect forever.
Yeah, it's fucking true. Man, do you like City and Mist?
Yes, I really like that game. I always forget sort of how the minutia of the game works until I'm playing it. Um, and it's a fun game. I like the system. The only thing I was wondering, and I couldn't find it in the rules, is if there's a tag limit to how many tags you can use on an ability, like on a roll.
I do believe there is not.
Because that is what makes PBTA games different than other PBTA games. Some of them only allow you to add two, and so that's like your more like we're regular people type of game. And then some will allow you to add as many tags as you want, and that's your really overpowered type of game, right? Where
Yeah.
every skill can be used.
Yeah. I feel
So
like
that's a big difference in the different.
Yeah, but I feel like I
systems.
was also being pretty liberal. Uh,
Yes, you were. I was just wondering if we were even if we should be allowed to add, and I looked through the rule book, and I didn't see anywhere where there was a tag limit.
I, s-
Uh,
I know it.
I was
I
trying to
know it
find it,
talks about it, but I think it says there isn't one.
and
Yeah,
then I looked at all the examples, and none of the examples go over four, but a lot of them are just two, 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 and then I saw four, and I was like, okay, so it's at least four. But I've played some PBT games that are six. Yeah, City of Mist may not have a limit. You might be right.
yeah. I don't think it does. I was so somebody posted about PBTA. This guy I follow, some DM guy. I think his name's Jeremiah, but he's a really cool dude, very knowledgeable. Um, I mentioned he was talking about PBTA and how because there's a huge influx of new players to non D&D games right now for obvious reasons, and like they're getting PBTA. He was talking about how like people are getting the Avatar game
Hmm.
and it's not what they expect, you know, because it's PBTA. And he was explaining, the differences, and I mentioned City Mist, and someone said City Mist is a little different because it's like a mix of PBTA and Fate, which I
Ah,
don't know much about Fate, but
in Fate, you get to make your own skills.
okay,
That's a big part of Fate. It's like you sit down at the table within there are index cards, and everybody writes down skills and puts them face down. Or no, not face down. Everybody writes down skills, and then you go around the table, and it's like, all right, everybody pick one as your primary. Everybody pick one as your secondary.
yeah,
So yeah, I guess City of Mist is very similar to Fate in the way that your skills are whatever you want them to be.
it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. The thing that makes City of Mist is the questions on your character card.
I like those a lot.
You have to answer them. That's how you build your character. It's not like these are questions are to inspire you. It's like, no, no, write this down. This is part of your character. You need these questions to help define you because we're going to tell a story.
And the best way to level up in that game is to have weaknesses
Yes.
because you can add more weaknesses too when you level up, which can give you. This is kind of sick, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the coolest thing that I've ever done, and I've had sex. Yeah, I don't know, man. This Bat Monster's turning out cool. But yeah, the PVTA is cool. City Mist is really interesting. I got a lot of work to do on the story now that I know what everyone's doing. I really need to fill out the NPCs a bit. I do really like the way they do other bad guys and like other NPCs and shit. Because like one of my pet peeves about all TTRPGs, right, is that pretty much a monster has a character sheet. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't need that. That's unnecessary. That's too much information. Like, I want something easier. I want something I can make in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to like be like, man, how smart is this chicken? You know what I mean? I don't.
Wow.
I don't want to do that.
Wow. I agree. A bestiary is also a really cool thing to have and to look through and I don't know, all the pictures of all the monsters and stuff.
Oh
I
yeah,
like a good
bestiaries are great.
bestiary.
I also do. But like Fantasy Age, like they have one, but it doesn't have that many. Like I feel like it isn't stacked. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have like as many options as I would like.
Yeah, to your point, not every game needs a bestiary.
Yeah, and then but so City of Mist, the way they do it, they actually their dangers, which is what they call them, are a completely different sheet. Like they have. So first off, I don't roll ever. You know what I mean? It's one of those games.
Hmm.
I do not roll in this game. They have consequences. Like if you attack a thug, right, and you receive consequences because you didn't roll good enough, and you choose to take the consequences, uh, the gangster has on his character sheet like crowbar 2, and he does 2 crowbar to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it builds up statuses on you because no one has health. There's no health in that game. It's all about
Yeah, it's
building
just
statuses.
statuses,
Yeah.
right?
And so you build statuses on riffs on player characters to defeat them, but with like NPCs and like monsters and stuff, they will have, if you can defeat them with physical combat, they'll have like a physicality 3, and you have to do 3 physical statuses to them to defeat them. But also, a lot of them have alternate means to be defeated, like what do you call it? They could be like maybe befriend 5. Like if you can,
Oh,
like
cool.
yeah, they have something like that, or like catch like 5. Maybe they run away a lot. Maybe that's something they do, and you have to catch them. So there's a lot of stuff like that. And then also there are some creatures that have a like sometimes it'll say a thing like physicality or friend, and it'll have a dash next to it, and that specifically means that can't happen. Because just because like they don't have like maybe friendship on their character sheet doesn't mean it can't happen. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
kind of the DM's call, situation call. But if it has a dash, that means they're not meant to be friended or defeated with physical violence or blah blah blah. It's really interesting. I don't know. It's very different, and I actually, now that I've been getting into like the MC stuff and that, City of Mist, I think, is a very noteworthy game.
I like City of Mist,
Yeah.
but here's a what if it didn't have the turn into a legend part? If it's just, your skills and your cards and they flip and they change and stuff. Is that a thing? Is that another PBTA game I just don't know? Because I want to play the Cyberpunk City of Mist, but I don't necessarily want to balance the mythos. I just kind of want to play a different Cyberpunk game.
So in that one, there's a triumphant of card types. Instead of being Logos Mythos, it's Logos Mythos and I think Cyber. So like, there's a third category.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they add a whole new category. It is very different, but you are still, I think, to a degree, a Mythos. Which I'm fine with. I think it's really cool, especially since, like, if you don't want to be a legend, right? You could be a different thing. You know what I mean? You could.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would do if I was in Cyberpunk. I would be like the concept of a sword or something like that.
You can be. You can be the mythos of swordsmanship.
Right.
Or I mean, you could choose to embody a specific one, but you can also be. I don't know, like martial prowess. Like there are no rules to that, so it's really up to you if you want to be a legendary creature, But I also feel, so I definitely feel, especially like now that I've run a session with 4 of you, and I've talked to all of you pretty extensively behind the scenes. There is some difficulty and confusion that comes with the mythos stuff. That seems to be where a lot of people get hung up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily disagree by any means. Honestly, I think that you could do something completely different with
that slot.
City Mist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do something really interesting with it. I mean, we could probably. I mean, we know the creator. We could probably be like, "Hey, man, we want to make a different game.
We got a City of Mist hack. Will you publish it?" Yeah, he might publish it if it was dope.
Yeah.
He probably would because he's dope, and if it was dope,
He's
there'd be
dope
no
and-
reason not to.
He's dope and he likes us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Penguin. I also love the term group juice.
Did you say groove juice?
Group.
Group juice.
Yeah, during the game.
I thought you said groove juice, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yo, bro, let's get some of that groove juice.
Let's get some of that group juice in the juice pool.
That's what they call fucking whiskey in a jazz club.
Group juice in the juice pool?
Groove juice.
Groove juice. That's what they call scissor. in Houston.
Zabba-dabba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo.
Got my,
Zabba-dabba-doo.
I got my groove on. Yeah, it's my groove group juicy. Yo.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about, dog. 'Twas what I was talking about.
I just fucking like blow a harmonica really loud right now and shatter everyone's eardrums. Yeah, yeah, then you just gotta hold it still because once you start rotating, it'll lose focus. That's good, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Get that perfect.
That's looking sick.
I'm actually really happy with it, man. Really happy with it.
Yeah, me too. That looks awesome. You're doing great. You're killing it.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
It's nice having someone teach me, man. It helps a lot because I have trouble understanding the layering. You know what I mean? Ooh, tiniest of travelers. Good evening from Canada.
Whoa.
Where's Canada?
A Canadan.
A Canadan?
Yeah, a Canadan from Canada.
Here's wishing you all the best this evening. Man, I feel either this is a really nice person or they're about to just say all the bad words.
No, it's a Canadian. You know how nice Canadians are.
Yeah, but like, what if they're like lowering our defenses?
No, Canadians wouldn't.
I'm not very trusting. But hey, welcome, Tiniest of Travelers. I like the name a lot.
I trust
Canadians. What's up, Alex?
Yo, what's up, Alex?
Salam alaikum, my brother. Welcome to the stream.
Is it your brother or a different Alex?
Different Alex.
Okay, I was
it's
like,
Alex from last night.
Alex from yesterday.
I believe Aaron's.
It's Aaron's Alex.
Aaron's Alex, yeah. He's lulled into submission. Yeah, you got me.
This one belongs to Aaron. This is Aaron's Alex.
I think I immediately like Tiniest of Travelers. We can be brothers if we try hard. Hey, I'm here for it. Now's my time to strike. Space Marines suck and I don't care who hears me. Hey, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I don't want to alienate the entire Warhammer community, but I think we can all agree.
Xenos.
But, like, see, I'm a Tau. I'm not a Xenos player. I like Tau, Dark Eldar, friggin' squats. But, I mean, Space Marines are the basic bitch army. Like, absolutely. There's no one can really argue that. And I'm not saying, like, you suck. But, like, it is the basic bitch army.
Xenos. That's it, man. That's all there is to it.
Xenos. I mean, I like Xenos too, man. I do. I'm actually just chilling as I wait for some green stuff to cure on my 3D print, dude. I 3D print.
Nice. That's sick.
I am a CAD and 3D printing tech. Currently working in the medical field.
What did you 3D print?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it a painty boy? Are you going to paint something?
I've seen some really cool shit recently on Facebook. They're trying to get me to spend money.
I'm telling you, man, if you get a resin printer, I'll teach you.
I'm not gonna fucking buy a resin printer.
I'm saying, man, you'll save so much money.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm saying, man.
Why don't you buy a resin printer and then send me shit? You're the 3D printing guy.
I do want to buy one.
Yeah, so that could happen. I'm not the 3D printing guy. You are.
I think you'd enjoy it. That's all I'm saying.
Look, bro. I have a 3D printing friend. I don't need to be the 3D printing guy. You're that guy.
Man. All right. Fine. You know what? I'll buy a printer.
Thank you.
What kind of resin printer should I buy, Tiniest of Travelers?
You better ask Jenny.
Jenny, see, that's not how it works.
That's y'all's future down payment for your apartment.
Yeah, but my girlfriend is, like, pretty, like, cool.
Oh.
About, like, that kind of thing, you know? Every time, because I do ask her, I'm like, hey, I know I spent a lot of money. Is that okay? Oh, yep. There she is. That's his money, though. That's what she
See?
said. See, I fucking love her. But, like, to a degree, it is our money, and it is our future. And
Yeah,
I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it's okay to have conversation about major purchases, but there's a lot of resin printers that are pretty cheap right now.
Oh, nice.
If you want a link. Let's see. If you want to send links, where is it? I can just hit the social button. So in that link tree I just linked you, there is I know it's a whole thing, but
There's the Discord.
There's a Discord. You can join our Discord, and you can send stuff there, or you can PM me on Twitch, and I'm happy to take a look or throw it on screen or whatever. We have reasons why we don't allow links.
Is this the Canadian? Is the Canadian pulling one over on you?
That'd be really funny. It's just Lemon Party.
This is what you get for trusting the Canadian. I told you I trusted him.
Sent in DMs here in Twitch. That's perfectly fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mention Lemon Party, guys. I'm sorry.
Everyone goes to Google that because of you now.
Don't Google it.
It's too late. It's been a full minute since you mentioned it.
Don't Google it. Let's see. What? So I'm looking at it. Oh, I can put it up actually. Here, give me a
This is
second.
the link of what they're printing, right?
I don't know if it is. Oh boy. Boom! Here it is for everyone to see.
Hold on. Let me pull up my screen. Let me set down my Minotaur for a moment.
That's the left leg. Is that what you're printing? That must be what you're printing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh,
Holy
I see it now.
mother of
That
God.
is, yeah, I can tell that's 3D printed.
Orcs. Are we getting a Stompa right now?
End result will be 52 inches tall, 40 inches wide, 16 inches deep. Weight 25 to 30.
Yes. Yeah, someone's building himself a Stompa. I know one when I see one.
That's really cool, man. That's really cool. Is this, you're printing this? This looks like it's FDM printed though. Are you printing this on your resin printer, or are you printing this on your FDM? Fusion deposition modeling.
Ooh, I don't know what that is or what that means.
It's the printers that use spools of filament.
Oh,
you're not printing it. Okay. I'm building and kit bashing. Okay, jeez. I mean, that's quite the undertaking.
It looks great, man. It looks great.
Regardless, that is cool.
I am an Orcs guy first and foremost, so I love it. I absolutely love it.
You have to keep us posted on that one. That's commissioned, and I'm receiving it part by part as it stands.
Hell yeah.
Okay. It does look 3D printed, though.
Yeah, so it's commissioned, they said. So they're having somebody print it for them.
Print it for you. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've thought about doing that as, like, side hustle. But it is still a lot of work. I assembled my very first set of minis and cut the shit out of my finger. Yep.
Oh, no! Did you try to pop them all out of the sprue with your bare hands instead of using clippers?
I'll go back up on the chat to look at all this stuff. Could you theoretically 3D print a 3D printer? Yes. You can theoretically. Well, it's not even theoretically. You can absolutely 3D print a 3D printer.
You just can't 3D print filament.
So a self-replicating printer that you're talking about, a printer that can print itself, is called RepRap. That's what they call it. I mean, you're still going to need to buy like the motor and like the electronics and stuff, but you can print pretty much everything that's not that and then build your own. Yes. Actually, I don't think I have it in here. 3D Printing for Dummies is the book that I bought when I was learning everything about this. It's a good book to learn about 3D printing.
Because you're a dummy.
Because I'm a dummy. And in that book, they actually do have step-by-step instructions to 3D print a 3D printer. So, FYI.
Lapping some paint on this Minotaur from Swords and Sorcery, the board game by Ares Games. I feel like their social media person should like my stuff more. I like tweet them every week with new miniatures from their board games that I'm painting, and they don't ever retweet or like or anything.
Maybe they don't have somebody.
They need somebody.
You should message them.
You think I should be that somebody?
Yeah. I think you make a good social media manager, Doug.
I think so too.
It's a good job for you.
I think I would send us minis, and then that would be a conflict of interest.
Hey, maybe. I mean, just don't. You know?
Maybe I could send like minis to somebody else and then work like a 3-way trade where they send us minis from a different company.
So that is still technically the same thing, but
that's
it
how
might
America
not be an
works
issue.
anyways.
Only if you're in Congress
Mobster?
or something.
Yeah, only if you're a rich white guy. That's how it works.
Calm down, everybody. It's okay. Gary's white.
Oh yeah, I'm off the screen, but I think everybody knows that I'm white. I sound white. My name's fucking Gary, for Christ's sake.
That's true. That's a pretty gringo name there, dog. Yeah,
Named after my godfather, who is also very white. He's like NASCAR Miller white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About as white as you can get. He's awesome though. Actually, he's pretty cool.
That's good.
I actually love Uncle Gary. Uncle Gary's the shit.
That's good, man.
Last time I saw him was not a great time. It was whenever I got into a screaming match with my dad's wife, and I haven't seen any of them in person again.
Well, you know my opinion on that.
Yeah, man.
It's for the best.
Yes.
Doesn't make it any easier, but
No.
it's still for the best.
I've been listening to a bunch of 50s and 60s music this past week. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize this is just a general statement, right? So I don't want to have like a debate with all the music theory majors. I didn't realize how bad the music was in the 50s compared to the 60s. And yes, I know that there are examples of great musicians all throughout the 50s and terrible musicians in the 60s. But what I mean is that like, doo-wop, wop, shoo-bop, my girl, that sound died in the 50s. And then in the 60s came a bunch of like anti-war rock and roll that was dope as fuck.
So I personally actually very much enjoy the barbershop quartet kind of music. Yeah.
You're like a wop wop doo wop shoo wop guy, huh?
I like some of it. Yeah. Like
in the dop 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 shoo wop de bang de bang.
For the longest time, like that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that shit. The like everyone's wearing matching cardigan shit.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah, I like that shit.
I
honestly don't know why. It kind of it's like I have nostalgia for a time I wasn't even alive. You know, it's weird.
I can't get with that genre of music, and so I'm so happy when like a '60s song comes on instead because there's like this massive difference in the rock scene and the pop scene. And of course, I'm not talking about jazz. Again, to all you music guys out there who are trying to get upset, yeah, 50s jazz was great. It's better than 60s rock, but that's not what we're here for. We're talking about pop of the age.
I just put on some music, actually. I forgot that we can do that with this music channel thing.
Is it any good?
Yeah. If you want to listen to it, go pop in our Discord. You can click on my name and see what I'm listening to.
That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that. Do wop wop in the wop shebang de bang do wop doobie woppity bang bang.
Yeah.
Shooby-doo wop 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 wop, scooby bop bam, Scooby-doo wop wop to bang bang.
The way technology is going, I think before we get Star Trek replicators, we will first get 3D food print. We already have 3D food printers, dog. Where you been at? They can do it with chocolate. Also, they're doing it with meat.
Can they? But I mean, I know the answer is yes, they can.
What
they need to figure out is how to do it with cockroaches, or not cockroaches, but with bugs that taste good. Like 3D print yourself some ranch bug chips.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So, you want to know a fun thing? You want to know what meat grapes are?
You say meat grapes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do want to know
so
about this.
So there's a way, I don't know, obviously, I'm not a geneticist, but I follow a lot of science, like, channels and stuff, because it's interesting. They, like, removed, they scrubbed the cells. They can scrub the cells out of stuff through various, like, methods. Certain compounds, certain compounds destroy, like, biological cells, right? And so they put grapes in this, right? And it leaves what's like called a scaffold, and it looks like a grape, but it's like clear. And then they put it in like this weird medium and then they inject animal DNA into it, and it essentially makes it meat. But it's
gross.
But it's a grape though.
Does it taste like grapes?
I don't fucking know. They can also do lab-grown meat. They are growing meat, lab meat. Also, there's a startup recently that has found a way to synthesize protein from the air.
What? You could just make food from thin air?
Yeah, and and you can use it to make like powders and stuff. So it'd be very much like nutrition bar, like dystopian future kind of stuff, but it could help supplement a lot of a very large growing population. So, it's pretty cool.
Making food out of thin air is literally the thing.
Yeah, it's literally the thing, yeah. I mean, replicators are common, man. Replicators are common. But, yeah. I sent you one more DM. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't see. Did you send me another DM? Oh, you did. Okay. Ooh, is that the complete? Oh my god. Let me show you guys this one. This is also from Tiny Easter Travelers.
Did they send what the Stompa will look like?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I can't wait. Show me, show me, show me, show me.
Just as long as one company does not control it, then we'll get a Soylent Green feature.
Whoa.
Isn't it sick?
That is sick. That's a whole castle. Man, I love Orcs. Orcs is best.
That's sick, dude. It's like Hal's ass-kicking castle. Like, what the hell, man? That's
Orcs and orc people are the best, I'm telling you.
Oh, look, you can see it in its raw 3D printed form. See how it's all, like, multicolored and stuff?
No, because I looked back down at my mini again. Look
at it.
Oh, that's funny.
Because they use a bunch of different filaments and stuff.
Yeah, all the different filaments. That's funny. The good thing about that is it'll make all the shades different. Even if you paint it with the same shade of red, it'll be a little different at each point.
Elves are more elegant. I think I prefer elves to orcs. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is now a documentary. That's funny. Elves. I prefer orcs to elves, I think. In pretty much always. Like, I think even sexy time. Because, like, I don't know if you've seen orc women, but, like, me likey orc women. You know?
Thick with 2 C's, my friend.
Yeah, dude. And, like, I low-key don't mind, like, dominant women, so, like...
Well, it's not really low-key now.
Yeah, but you say low-key, though.
No, you said low-key.
Yeah. Although elves, Yeah, elves are kind of racist, yeah. You're not wrong.
Not that orcs aren't.
I wonder which group of people they represent. Thanks, Tolkien. I do love Lord of the Rings.
There would be none of this without Lord of the Rings, or at least when it came to fruition, it would have been very different.
Would have been very different, yeah. No, I mean Lord of the Rings, yeah. He's the Godfather, and like it. Yeah, honestly, I mean he's not really that problematic. It's just there's some issues with his writing, but like he's not really a big problem. I don't think.
I would say he was a product of his time, and he's not particularly a man of hate or anything.
No,
just a product of his time.
He was just kind of. His viewpoint was very. I don't know. It was one perspective. You know, it was very narrow perspective of life. But hey, you know, he wasn't a monster or anything. You know, he's not J.K. Rowling. Is all I'm saying. Because that woman's a fucking.
Speaking of J.K. Rowling, that Harry Potter game comes out February 9th.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that one.
You're not gonna put money in her pocket?
I just can't, man. She literally mocked people, like, about the money, you know? Because someone, like, a hurt, like, trans fan was, like, you know, called her out. She was like, I just see my checks and I kind of don't give a shit, so. And it's like, alright, I don't think I can give her money anymore.
Rich people, rich people. It doesn't even matter if you don't give her money. She'll get fucking money, so much money until the day she dies.
It doesn't, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put a dent in her pocket, but...
No, wouldn't matter if we all stopped, you know what I mean? She would get royalty money. She would always be rich.
It would matter if we all stopped. If we all stopped, then there would be no market for her shit. She'd still be rich, but she wouldn't be able to keep getting rich. I don't know, man. Like, it can matter. Like, I mean, look at Kanye.
Yeah, right.
That guy, like, it mattered. It mattered.
That's exactly kind of who I was thinking about. He'll be getting Spotify royalties until the day he dies. He'll always be rich. He'll always keep making money.
I mean, not if they, like, take it down and stuff. I don't know, man. Because, like, some people don't want to play his music anymore. There's, like, a whole thing, man, you know? Because, like, look at, if you want to talk about Spotify, look at fucking old boy R. Kelly. He tried to put music on Spotify recently, and it got taken down almost immediately.
I was thinking about our boy Alex Jones.
I hate that guy so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's trash.
Yeah. But yeah, man, dude, I actually heard some of the R. Kelly song. Bro. It was so bad. It was like, I don't know why I'm wrong, just cause I like him young, like that kind of shit. And it's like, he was like being like, I don't know what I did wrong. I just, you know, it was so bad, dude. It was so bad.
Oh, that's another thing about 50s songs. A bunch of them were like, I will hit you, my 15-year-old wife. Don't talk back to me. Stay home. Yeah. I love you. It's like, wait, what the fuck? Did this guy just say that his 15-year-old wife has to do whatever he says or he'll slap her?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stuff, but, you know.
It's just a weird era for music. I'm not a big fan of the 50s.
It was a weird fucking era for people, dog.
Yeah, it was a bad time to be an American.
It's not bad. Have you heard that country singer cover of 99 Problems? It's not bad at all. No, I haven't heard that. There are some Beatles songs that are weird like that. Yeah, I mean, the Beatles are also, you know... it's my understanding that John Lennon was abusive. And... you know, I'm sure Paul McCartney's probably killed somebody at this point.
I never killed them, I had them killed.
With my hands.
I paid a man.
That's not Paul McCartney, that's Ringo Starr.
I paid a man to use my hands to strangle someone.
It's pretty funny. Man, this is really time consuming, but it's kind of fun.
Well, yeah. That's miniature painting.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh boy. Yeah, lots of problematic shit, but we're not gonna solve it. I just can't give that woman money, dude. I have like trans friends and family, and like I just can't. I don't know, man. It's like how I feel about Chick-fil-A. I know that I'm not stopping it, but my older brother's gay. I love him. I love his husband. I just can't do it, dude. And also, I would like to point out that you don't necessarily have to have it directly affect someone to care.
That's exactly right.
I mean, that's most of the problem with a lot of, a certain side of people, if it doesn't affect them, Alright, I think I'm going to hit this with a dry brush of brown now.
It's a good idea.
To kind of, like, hide where I popped out, that kind of shit. But, I don't know. I'm not trying to, it'd be nice if I could save the world, man. But I gotta do, I know that it doesn't necessarily matter, but I feel like it kind of does.
It does matter. Everyone has to be a smart consumer where they can.
Where they can, yeah. Actually, my mom just found, she's been looking into this brand of clothing, ethically sourced clothing, recently. So even boomers do it.
We have to. Yeah. If we don't, then the entire world is going to wind up like a huge corporate Chinese labor camp where we're sleeping 6 people to a room and we have suicide nets outside the buildings.
Yeah.
Like, we cannot just keep buying stuff because it's cheap. We have to be smart consumers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. You're not wrong. Let's see.
I pay a little bit more for my groceries because I go to the grocery co-op where we are part owners, part members. Anyone can be an owner member. You just pay your yearly thing and you get a little bit of a discount. But, the money is used to buy groceries and it's used to pay rent and it's used for this small grocery co-op instead of some giant fucking grocery conglomerate.
Crab agrees with you, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised since he also is a Tausi.
He's actually up in Cuesta, and the Cuesta people would not. I don't think they like to be affiliated with Townsfolk.
Oh, okay.
People up there are a little more rugged. They're like mountain men and ranchers, and the people down here are like artsy hippies. So the people from the surrounding areas don't necessarily want to be like, yeah, we're from Taos, we're Tauseños. They're like, no, we're from Cuesta. Then they'll just say we're from northern New Mexico.
Interesting.
Did I get that right, Dylan? He's in the chat. He can confirm that.
He smiled.
Yeah, I got that right.
Oh, this is kind of a bop right now.
I tried to click on you in Discord, but there's no music streaming next to your name.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe. I know.
Let me go see.
Sometimes it be like that, though.
They do be like that sometimes. That's cool. When you click on me, it says I'm live on Twitch.
Yeah, that it does, and I can go there, but I'm already there.
It's pretty cool. Well, I mean, if you can see my Spotify on your Spotify, you can see what I'm listening to. That's
well, let me go check.
If we're friends.
We are friends. We have a shared playlist.
Oh, sure, we do have a shared playlist.
I actually listen to it every now and then. Your music is not so bad.
My music's interesting.
Your music fits with mine very well, because yours is a nice break from mine.
Yeah, apparently I listen to psychedelic doom is my genre, which...
That's funny.
I found that out through Spotify. I don't know.
I listen to 2000s club rap and also instrumental funk.
Yeah. I like long guitar riffs and I like stuff that takes me there, bro.
I like shit that slaps.
That's fair.
That's what those two genres have in common. They both just fucking slap. They just get you like, All right, I think I put enough flesh tone and enough hair on here. How do I proceed? Sometimes I just get stuck doing these same parts over and over because they just look good, and I'm like, yay, look at me. But at some point, you got to move on to the next colors of your mini.
Yep.
We got flesh tones, we got grays, we got hair, we got all sorts of good stuff. What's going on in the chat? Let me click over here and stretch my back for a second. He says, yeah, there's a needless rivalry between Taos and Cuesta. Yeah, there is. If it wasn't for the Carson National Forest, it would all just be one neighborhood. But there's a national forest in between, so they'll never build in between the two, so there will always be a needless rivalry between the two.
I feel like this fur brown isn't as dark as I want.
That is correct, man. I was trying to tell you, oak brown.
Oak brown. I have that.
Oak brown is the one I use. And I like using oak and monster. Maybe it's time for some red. I need to make this Minotaur pop somehow.
Oh, yeah. You said red?
Mm-hmm. I had red and orange. A little bit of red, a little bit of orange. I've also got some gold. It's time to get into those colors. A little bit of red right there on the face where he has a scar. That would look pretty good.
I'm wearing my Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Master shirt to show solidarity with my corporate overlords.
You saw they made their deal today, right?
Yeah.
And they're basically just like, fucking whoops.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they're taking everything back, but I still think that the damage was done, and if we make a game, I'll fight to use the Orc license.
Yeah, I'd rather use the Orc license. Or whatever Green Ronin does.
Yeah, they have both. They have an open age license, but they also joined the Orc thing. So I think in the future they'll use Orc. I can't quite tell what's supposed to be on his hips. It's some kind of armor or fur, but it almost looks like teeth or ribs or something. And I feel like I could give that some color.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do we know what we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna go with some red. Just like I said, we got Dragon Red. This is the one that comes out kind of like way too maroon. It's not a very good red. It's not as good as the pure red. But I'm looking for a darker red this time.
Thinking about doing some rust.
If you're gonna do some rust, put down some brown or some orange first.
I'm putting down brown right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm doing the oak brown, and it's turned out pretty good.
Oak brown.
Yeah, it's definitely. This is more what I was thinking when I was trying to put the fur on.
Yeah, that's the hair for my guy. I did an oak brown, and then I went over it and did a dry brush of monster brown, and then I did a little bit of uniform gray on a couple of parts, but not too much. And I might get rid of the gray because it almost looks like I didn't mean to do it in some spots, but I'll see what it looks like by the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this red right here, close up on the horns next to his head. And I hope it doesn't look too much like blood when I'm done. I hope it just looks like red bone, and that could be cool. And it fades to a brown that I painted earlier.
Yeah, that could be good. I'm interested in that. Gary, you want to stay away from Santa Fe, full of rich people? This summer, try to visit the Blue Hole in Santa Rosa.
Good lord. I fucking went to Santa Fe this past summer, and I hate Santa Fe. It is not my favorite city. But that's the thing is, like, you either have to go, if you're going to go to a major city from here, you have to go to Santa Fe, Albuquerque, or Colorado Springs. And after Colorado Springs had that shooting at the nightclub, at the gay club, I was like, bro, I'm not giving them my money. Like, fuck them. I'm not going back to that place until they fix their gun laws. Yeah. So it's hard, man. You almost have to go to Santa Fe or Albuquerque. Everybody chooses to go to Albuquerque, and they all pretend it doesn't suck for some reason. Albuquerque fucking sucks.
Yeah, they had that meth problem.
It's just like you have to choose one, you know what I mean? So people generally go to Albuquerque, but it's straight up, like factually, objectively, it fucking sucks. The reason it's even established there is it's the last flat place before the mountains start to really pick up. And so it's basically where all just the shitty, lazy fucking Texans and anybody who didn't want to go into the mountains, they just stopped there and they were like, close enough, we'll just stay here. And I fucking hate Albuquerque so much. It's all gangs and fuck Albuquerque. Come at me, Albuquerque.
You're challenging them to a celebrity death fight?
Albuquerque would fucking kill me. They would stab me in an alleyway.
It's probably fair.
But Santa Fe sort of reminds me of, like, it's like New Orleans, but not cool without good food.
I mean, that's just, like...
But it kind of looks like New Orleans, the historical district. It's like this old Spanish district that sort of looks like the French Quarter in a way, with these nice big open plazas. And, you know, it's historic. It's just very cool looking. But besides being cool looking, I don't care for it at all.
That's fair.
Pass on Santa Fe.
And I'm gonna let that dry.
Since I've been talking shit about places, let me go ahead and talk one place up. El Paso. I'm not even fucking kidding, man. El Paso is the food scene there.
I like El Paso.
The food scene's crazy. They have such good food in El Paso. I can't believe that they don't get talked about as being like one of the nation's leaders in food. Their food's so fucking good.
It's pretty dope. Let's see. Crap's talking. Santa Fe is getting gentrified. Albuquerque too. I think Albuquerque is going to be the next LA in the next couple of decades. The only reason people will go there is the movie industry, and everything else will be poverty.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take a drive down to Santa Fe in the next couple of months. You want me to get you anything, Gary?
That's how it is up here, man. He's not even kidding. People will offer to grab you shit from Santa Fe just because nobody wants to go. But yeah, Dylan, actually, let me know when you go, because I probably do need some shit. I probably need some shoes or something, bro. I might even try to go with you. I might even try to hang out with you if you allow me. If you allow me to go with you. I need to shop.
That's dope, dude.
I need to get some shit. Yeah, basically, I walk so much. I walk the track out all my good shoes.
Hmm.
There's a Sam's there too, so a lot of times people like put in Sam's orders with other people that are going.
That's funny.
I'm gonna have to think about it, man, because I really probably is some shit that I need. And my mind is all thinking about what I need from the city. That's funny. I need to let me get my mind back to this stream and this painting. So right now, all the spots on him that were like spikes that traditionally looked like bone type of protrusions I painted them all red, gave them all these red pops all over the place, and I think it's pretty sick.
That's pretty sick.
I definitely didn't want to do them bone colored because I do a lot with bone colored stuff. I do a lot with trims and bone and pops and stuff like that. So I want to do something different this time.
I'm going over the brown with the rust color right now. It's looking pretty good.
Nice.
I'm gonna do some detail work though. It's all just kind of the same color now, you know.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Don't cover the brown in the rust color. Just do a couple of spots. Do like a couple of edges.
Yeah.
Because if you cover it all in that rust color, then you're gonna have that same problem where it's all just gonna be kind of flat one color.
Well, so the rust is actually really watery, and so it's kind of just disappearing.
There should be a dry rust in your box also.
Yeah, it's called dry rust.
Dry rust effect. That one works wonders, but I would
it's an effect.
Yeah. And it's bright fucking orange, so I would mix it with some of your darker brown, some of your oak brown, just like a splotch or two.
Maybe it's working because my oak brown's still wet or something.
Oh yeah, just give it a second to dry up.
It's like looking pretty good. It's kind of making it look better. It's kind of bringing it back, which is cool. I didn't know that was an effect.
Yeah, I like that one too. That's a good one.
I like it, yeah. It's doing stuff. It's whipping work for me.
Hallelujah. All right, so I got some reds. What needs to happen here? Does this need to be gold? Does that all need to be gold? Maybe part of it?
Oh, that's looking really good, man.
Thanks. It's kind of hard to see, but...
No, I can see the colors, though.
And I've got the horns. They go from sort of a dark red to a brown to a lighter brown right now at the tips. Red pops all over his shoulder armor.
New Mexico's Benji Penguin's home state. I forgot about that. So when I say everyone hates Santa Fe...
Everyone hates Santa Fe. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, it got totally, it's totally gentrified. No one can live there. Literally fucking no one from there lives there. No one can afford to live there. I think in my mind, the way that I imagine Santa Fe is that literally everyone who lives there is an author. It's just like George R. R. Martin and Stephen King everywhere you go. That's the only people who live there. You just go to the coffee shop and run into George R. R. Martin and Stephen King, or you run into their knockoffs, their wannabes. It just feels like an author place to me. My psychiatrist is from Santa Fe, and he's fucking weird. He's like he reminds me of Stephen King also. Santa Fe people, man. Santa Fe people are not... They're weird. They're weird fucking people.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's the type of people who can afford to live there. That's what makes them so weird. It attracts a strange class of people.
Like reluctant hipsters or something?
No, it's like really, really rich white people who like they want to contribute to culture, but have no culture to contribute.
Yep.
They're like, we want to make this place awesome, and they all move there, and then the place is not awesome anymore, and they're like, what happened? Like, you came here. That's what fucking happened. And I easy for me to bitch about. I'm a white guy, right? So anywhere I go, I make it a little worse when I get there.
I want to try highlighting. How do I do that? What color should I go with?
Oof, what are you trying to highlight?
The raised areas.
So you did the skin with tanned flesh, right?
Yeah, it goes tan flesh, and then, I mean, honestly, it's all just one color at this point.
But you have the purple in the recesses, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of covered in brown. I mean, you can still kind of see it, but...
Go back and touch up those purples, because those popped earlier, and that was a really good
That's what I
feature.
should do. Okay.
Touch up those purples, and then
I have a smaller brush this time.
after that, you may want to pick a different flesh tone and do some highlights on some of the raised flesh parts.
Okay. Let me try this.
2 layers of dragon red all over this guy because I want these reds to be red. I don't want it to be muted.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. The dots on his belt. I love it. He's got these like I don't know what the word is. I forget. But bolts or dots like on the back of his belt, the armor. Doot, doot, doot. And so I gave him rivets. There you go, armor rivets. And so I gave him little red armor rivets to help the pop color pop. Oh, maybe I should do red leather on his legs where the sandals are too. That way the color doesn't get lost of the browns in the fur. I wonder if Dylan noticed that I was using the Questa paper as my mat, the Questa paper from December.
Oh, snap. What's up, Vamp?
What up, Vamp?
Vamp said eat the rich. Sure, it pops, but does it Funko Pop?
Ooh, you missed our talk about Funko
We were
Pops.
talking about Funkos. Dylan says, of course, you noticed.
Hell yeah. I could probably find one of Dylan's writing credits on the front page here.
How you doing tonight, Vamp?
I wonder if Vamp just got off of their Cyberpunk game.
Oh, maybe.
Because I believe that game is on Fridays. It's the one that Raven runs.
Oh, yeah, Raven. I like Raven.
I do too. Raven's very nice.
Yeah, she tweets a lot of our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's very kind. I'm
Yes.
psycho or psychic, or both.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wrapped the Cyberpunk game, made dinner, and then popped in here. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Are you playing, Vamp?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you playing as, bud? I really, really like Cyberpunk Red a lot. So, like, I'd be interested in hearing some stuff.
One of the only TTRPGs that has a companion video game.
Yeah.
I know it's not Red, but still.
I mean, D&D has, a lot of games, though.
That's true.
So's Fallout.
Ah, Fallout. I always forget there's a Fallout TTRPG. I saw the other day Aaron tweeted about wanting to play the Fallout TTRPG.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned something.
So
there's also The Witcher, yeah.
I linked Rob, and it was like, I'm pretty sure that Cyberpunk Uncensored plays. So maybe Aaron and Rob will work together in the future on a Fallout stream.
Who did I try to link up recently? I tried to link up Nico Wrights and Everybody Hates Hicks.
I saw that, yeah. Hicks got an offer to do a comic or something, was looking for advice.
Yeah, and we know a comic writer, so... Yes, Purple is pretty nice, dude. It's a good call.
Yeah, that looked really cool earlier. Definitely don't want to lose that. That effect was great.
I agree.
Oof. To set this guy down for a second, I got like a little acid reflux. I just need to stretch my Stretch my little back. Stretch my belly. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good stretch. Oh, that's the good stretch. Oh, shit.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what
You
up?
never stretched like that before.
What up, were rats?
Dirty, dirty were rat.
I'm painting a bat creature from Nemesis Lockdown, which is a board game from Awaken Realms.
I've got a Minotaur from Sword and Sorcery. It's a board game by Ares Games. Also, over here on the back burner, I've got a Chaos, Fantasy Chaos guy. Um, but I've decided today, I get the Warp Crate. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but Warp Fire Minis does a Warp Crate once a month. For $20, they send you a random box of minis that's guaranteed to be worth $35, so you get your money's worth. So they sent me Chaos this month, and after putting the Chaos down next to the Saurians, the Lizard Folk, and the Orcs, I decided I probably will not collect Chaos, at least for Fantasy, maybe for Future, maybe for 40k. But they're not my favorite Fantasy army. However, I now have a stack of like 30 what can be barbarians for any setting. So I'm loving that I have all these barbarians. But I'm just not sure if I'm going to even call them Chaos in my mind anymore.
Yeah, Chaos has the Marauders, which I've always thought was really cool. So I like Fantasy Chaos a lot because I like the demons that they bring to bear. The Beastmen, specifically Beastmen, I love. And then my favorite army, where rats will appreciate, is hands down, not even close, Skaven. Absolutely Skaven, 1000%. I love Skaven.
Good pick.
I don't understand why you'd ever want to play something else. They're literally the best. Beastmen just got a buff. Yeah, Beastmen I think are really cool. Honestly, when we were playing Wolf Rump, I really enjoyed playing with the Beastmen because, like, you give them, like, a lizard head and then make their blood acid. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could do fun stuff like that. They were very versatile. And, like, it felt so good to have this, like, oh, it's a beast man. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
I like the Beastmen as well. Just because there's, it's the closest you get to werewolves. And I love a good werewolf, man. Some of the vampires are sort of werewolfy, but the beastmen are all sorts of werebeasts.
They are like half. Yeah, I mean they do have that in them for sure.
It gives you so many ways to paint them. You can paint a beast for any environment. You could paint each one of them 3 different ways, and I love that.
Damn, I could have done him as a like snowbat creature. That'd have been cool. Maybe next time. I have a bunch more of these guys. So this is like the adult stage. I have larva stage and like intermediate phase. I think I have the boss one too. There's a bunch of stuff. Those vamps must be gangrel.
Yeah, hell
well,
yeah.
So alright, so the vampire counts. You know what? Vampire counts I'd probably say is my second favorite army. Now that I'm thinking about it, because so the vampires in Warhammer Fantasy, they very much like World of Darkness vampires have clans, and each clan is wildly different from the next, like completely different. They're like the sorceresses. They have a clan. Then there's the red dragon or the blood dragons or something like that. Probably blood dragons, because Warhammer was written by 12-year-olds. But like they're like the Draculas. They're like the royals that are like elitists and stuff, and they're warriors, primarily warriors. And dude, they can like ride dragons, man. They bring to bear armies of like the undead, which I'm huge on. They're really cool too.
That's exactly what I was waiting for you to mention. Some of the minis that I have purchased of my own fruition, I didn't receive them, and I haven't built them yet, were armies of shambling skeletons and the vampire lords, because they play together. Yes. And so that means I can have some werewolves, some dire wolves, some skeletons, some zombies, and
They
they
do have
have,
wolves, yeah.
from what I understand, there's like a graveyard type of mechanic for that army where your shamblers come back to life after like a round or two.
Yeah,
And so
they can
you
keep popping back up. It's really cool.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, I get an infinite shambling army and some werewolves. Like, this is it. This is going to be my fantasy army. So if I ever play Age of Sigmar, that's going to be what I paint and bring and build and take to the table.
It's a weird ass fight. Skaven versus vampire counts.
I also like I said, the lizard folk. I'm probably going to keep those guys. I really enjoyed painting them when I got them, and months later, I still love looking at them. They're really cool models.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a bunch of zombies from Zombie Side, Black Plague that I can paint. I have one of the Marvel zombie boxes as well, which is Zombie Side. So I have like a Zombie Hulk, I have something like that, but I don't want to mess those up, so I'm like waiting. I don't know.
Sounds like you should start on that Zombicide stuff then and start getting your practice in painting zombies before you get to your Marvel zombies.
Yeah. And then I also have... Man, I just have a lot of board games, you know? And some of them have a lot of really dope minis. And
This elven flesh is really giving me trouble. It's all dried up and not wanting to pop out.
yeah. I feel you, dog.
Remember last time we were on the stream, I had a color just explode and go all over the place. I'm trying not to do that again. Dry brush, sort of yellow. I'm using the elven flesh for the horns, actually, to brush this sort of yellowy color into the sort of browns and reds. That's what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just going in with like my finest brush and trying to get in these crevasses.
Yeah, the crevasse.
I need a second though. I'm looking through this damn magnifying glass too much.
Eh.
I think I need something to drink.
I was gonna say, don't forget to hydrate, son.
Yeah, I ran out of beef. I mean, historically, Skaven and Nagash have been enemies for long before the Empire even existed. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, hearing Skaven talk about yes, get things. Yes, that's good times. I love the way Skaven talk, dude. Skaven are so shitty, dude. They're so shitty. On top of everything, they're misogynist. It's really, really funny. I don't know if you know that about them. They're extremely sexist.
No, I did not know that. But
They're
I mean, I'm not surprised.
extremely
They're
sexist.
literally rat people.
They have trouble telling the difference between male and female humans because the fact that they all walk around blows their minds. Because they're like, wait, why aren't the women just pregnant in a hole?
Yeah, right.
That's what we do with our... Because that's what Skaven do. They have their breeders. They call them breeders. They don't even call them women. And it's... God, they're the worst, dude. They're so bad. But I do love them. They're fun. I think my favorite part about them is like their clans. They also have clans, but their clans can all work together. You know.
I do wish that the orcs had some female units in this world instead of them all being males that come from little mushrooms.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. I get why the lore does that. But I could use, there could be some orc female units. I don't think that would hurt anybody's feelings. I don't think that would ruin the lore in any way.
Plants have males and females, so like.
Yeah.
It's.
I don't think that would, I don't think that would break the game if we added a mix of some units in the future. I think that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And, I'd like to think that sometimes the world is trending in the right direction, so we may get that.
I mean, yeah, things are getting a little better on the female inclusivity front, especially in these male-dominated gamer spaces. But still a long way to go.
Yes.
I think we're helping with our, our increasingly female casts are really nice.
Doing our best.
Yeah. And honestly, man, like, I think the reason why incels don't like women at the table, other than the fact they're incels, is because women are so good at role playing, dude. Like, they're so good at emotionality and stuff like that in the games. Like, you remember Brittany? Brittany would just, like, was a natural, you know what I mean? And then, like, you know, we have Goblin Katie now. She's such a good role player.
Yeah, she kills it.
And Aaron, very connected.
And the bomb.
And it's just, dude, it's just... I think it just makes, you know, these shitty fucking pasty men fucking feel like they're not shining bright enough because they're being outstaged. And, like, you know, I think they just can't hang, dude. I think they can't hang when the field's level. You know, they have to limit the field so that they can feel special.
It's not just them either, man. It's still gamers too. All gamers.
All gamers, yeah. I mean, dude, you know, it goes back forever. You know, that's why they had separate leagues for black people, for baseball and shit. I don't know if you knew, but my great grandfather played in the Negro leagues.
That's dope.
I don't know if you knew that.
I feel like I knew that once upon a time, and I have forgotten.
Yeah, my great grandfather.
The Dollop talks about the Negro leagues a lot, and it talks about a lot of, you know, great stories from that era of America.
Yeah, my mother's grandfather was black. Yeah, my grandmother is half black, so that's. But you know, it's the same story, man. It's the same story. It's just, you know, shitty fucking, what do you call it? Non-special people that are trying to be special by making people less special. You know what I mean? Like, that's like their MO.
Yep. Yeah, we're better at the sport than you. Yeah, but this is our league, and you can't play in it.
Yeah, it's very juvenile when you just think about it. It's very, very juvenile.
I mean, racism is.
Racism is very juvenile.
It's just very juvenile.
You know about the secret, like the old secret handshake of the Ku Klux Klan?
No, I don't think so.
So they had a secret handshake like a long time ago. I'm sure they still do because they're fucking stupid. But it was just it was a limp dead fish hand.
Oh,
like they would just come and like lip shake each other.
Of course they did.
That was their handshake.
Of course it was.
It's so on the nose, dude. It's so like they are their own satire. You know what I mean? It's funny, dude.
Absolutely worthless. I mean, not that any hate group is good, but what an absolutely worthless hate group.
Yeah. Yeah. They're terrible.
Here on Fresh Out the Box, we're not fans of the KKK.
No, we're not. I forget which president it was, but one of the presidents sent the army with orders to kill them on sight. Once upon a time. I forget which president it was, but we need to celebrate that motherfucker's birthday instead of George Washington.
No shit. Instead of George slave-owning Washington.
Yeah.
Instead of George and Martha, I'm nice to my slaves, Washington.
Yeah.
You know how fucked up you have to be for you to just be like, yeah, but we're the good slave owners.
Yeah, I do know. I do know. Yeah, you have to be pretty fucked up. Motherfuckers.
We feed ours. Like, is that that's the standard, huh?
That's the standard.
Great.
Yep. We don't even mix feces in our slave food.
Yeah, George Washington.
George Washington is a huge piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
He's on all the money, though, so that's fun.
He is on all the money, and that means all of our money is toilet paper with a piece of shit on it.
Yeah. It's fun.
Time to put Harriet Tubman on the money. Time to put Harriet Tubman on the money.
See, and people will whine about that kind of thing, be like, it's the wokeness is taking over. It's like, dude, nah, man, like, I don't know. Dude, that show that we're watching, Extraordinary or whatever.
Yeah.
God, that shit was so damn funny when the Medium channeled Hitler so they could make fun of him.
Yes. Oh my God, wasn't that great? I knew you would love that.
Bro, I was laughing so hard because like everybody, like she was having a bad day or whatever, so her Medium friend like channeled Hitler, and then like her and the boyfriend were like, hey, look at us, we're interracial. And they were talking about like there was a black and like he was like, shut up. Stop doing this to me.
Yeah, you could also tell it wasn't the first time they had done it to him.
No, they summon him all the time to tell him like that the Nazis lost.
He lost, and there's I like how the boyfriend is like, the Jewish population's doing pretty well all around the world right now.
Hitler was like 999.
999.
God, that's such a funny thing to do with that power. George Washington got one thing right: distrusted political parties. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, broken clock, twice a day kind of thing. But yeah, political parties and the death of democracy.
Political parties will be the death of our nation. And then immediately, as soon as he resigned, political parties took over and killed our nation, like 1 year later.
They also released that movie that was about Emmett Till as Yeah, dog. Oh boy. Up from Slavery by Booker T. Washington. Interesting. Okay, I've heard of Booker T. Washington. What vampires count the one on Sesame Street, but I mean otherwise? I'm just too punny for my own good. Okay, vampire. Vampire making a pun about vampires. That's
not allowed.
That's a hat on a hat.
It is a hat on a hat.
Oh boy, Alexander Hamilton.
That piece of shit.
Have you seen that podcast? It's like this really dumb girl and like it's called like Frenemies or something. And then like her co-host is like a guy, and she's just so dumb. And she was like, oh, I like Joe Biden. He was quoting Hamilton. She was talking about the musical. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And her friend was like, oh, that's all it takes, I guess. And she started doing the quote. And she was like, we hold these truths to be self-evident. No, and like, because apparently it's a song in Hamilton, right? And he was like looking at her, and then he realized what she was doing. He put his head down. He's like, you know what that's from, right? And she was like, Hamilton. Like, she didn't know. And she's always saying stuff like that, dude. She's real dumb.
Americans.
Nah, dude, she's one of those like, where does wind come from kind of people.
Yeah, our country is awful.
Yeah, dog. Hey, but it's the one we got, right?
It's true. Yeah, we're the MTV of countries. I've said it before, and I'll say it until the day I die. But we're just like MTV people. We're just like a whole fucking country full of MTV people.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I need to wet up this a little bit.
Finally moving on to some gold. I did some elven flesh for the base. That way I could get a nice yellow color, and then I'll do gold on top.
Gold on top.
I'm gonna trim it in gold and see how this looks.
Yeah, Gary's gonna get some trim.
Get that gold trim.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Well, this is a lot of fun. I do like these streams. I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
Alright, I'll be here painting some gold trim.
BRB, y'all. Thanks for being with us, stream. Thank you. I needed this shit, man.
Oh, shit. I just kicked, got an Xbox Elite controller, and so my box with all the buttons and triggers and everything, I just kicked that on the floor. Not the controller. The controller's fine, but now there's just triggers strewn about the room. I'm sure I'll have to address that at a later time. It's looking pretty good. I like the way this is looking. Let's click over to the chat and see if anybody said anything while Jahan is gone. Love to have lived through the 60s, been part of that unrest. You know, I think living through the 60s would have been cooler than living through the 50s. I think living through the 50s would have just been awful. What a horrible time. And then, you know, and it wasn't great before that. The 40s were World War II. Before that, you have the Great Depression. It's like, fuck, man. Like, the 60s is, if you have to go to a decade, that's probably one of the good ones. The 70s, things got a little corporate. In the 80s, everything was like super hustle and bustle, build, 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 expand, expand. It's always been kind of a gross time to be alive. I guess that's just depression talking, right? The 1920s was decent, unless you were black or in the South. Yeah, that's funny. 1900s, yeah, just 20 years before that, you have all the Irish gangs and all the different religious gangs all spread through the East Coast as well. Everybody was fighting everybody. It didn't matter if you were white, because then it was like, hey, if you're English, I hate you. If you're Irish, I hate you. I love that no matter what, white people are going to hate other people, even if you know, it doesn't matter if it's going to be based on your religion or based on where you're from. You're just going to fucking hate the other people. I don't know why. We're good at hating, I guess. That's if history's taught me anything. New York during the 1920s. That could have been a cool time to be alive. Before OSHA, when people would just fall off of buildings. No safety, no compliance. I think there are definitely periods of time where New Orleans would have been pretty cool. Movie recommendation, Gangs of New York. Absolutely love Gangs of New York. Great recommendation. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. Gangs of New York is wonderful. Leonardo DiCaprio. Fucking, what's his name? It's not John Daly. John, three names. John Wilkes Booth. John Smith.
What up, dogs?
What's the name of that really good actor from Gangs of New
Gangs
York?
of New York.
And Lincoln? Oh, you don't have your back on yet.
Alright, I can hear you. What's up?
What's Daniel Day-Lewis's name?
What?
I couldn't think of it this entire time until you sat down, you put your headphones on. The whole time I was like, what's that guy's name? And then Daniel Day-Lewis, that's his name.
Who's that? I know that name.
He's the guy from Lincoln and Gangs of New York. He's one of the greatest living actors. And
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer?
No, the real Lincoln.
That was the real Lincoln.
Nope.
Alright. That one had John McClane's daughter in it, though.
Fun fact, I was in New Orleans when they were filming scenes for that movie, and we stayed right across the street. We walked outside, and we were like, whoa, what's this movie set here for? And the guy was like, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer, or Vampire Hunter, and we all burst out laughing. We're like, that sounds fucking sick.
I think it could have been better.
Yeah, no, it's a great title, though.
It is a great title. See, like, when I said my opinions on that movie, I forget who, I was probably talking to my brother or something, but they were like, what do you expect from a movie called? I'm like, dude, I could have done Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter really good, I think. I would have done, like, completely serious, not cheesy movie. But their movie was pretty cheesy.
Yeah, there's something about, like, when you're making a B movie, you can't make it stupid and funny and cheesy on purpose. You have to take it seriously from the production quality. It just has to be bad. But you have to, as a director, producer, you have to try really hard, or else those cult classics don't make it. Yeah. It has to be a work of love.
Because it bleeds through.
It does bleed through. You can't just make a fucking cheesy piece of shit. It's going to be a cheesy piece of shit.
Wasn't Prohibition during the 20s?
Yes, it sure was.
I feel nostalgic for America in the early 20th century, despite not seeing it myself, because I don't think America will ever produce men like that again. Hardened men who grew up in absolute poverty for the social safety nets we're familiar with today.
I'm not sure there's anything that made those people better.
No. You know, it did happen during Prohibition, though. In an effort to discourage alcohol consumption, the United States government poisoned alcohol barrels and killed Americans. So,
Gotcha.
Teach
all
you.
the while, mayors and congressmen were keeping alcohol for their own private reserves, for their own private parties, for their friends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was a really cool time for like moonshine running. You know, that's kind of a cool American like folk tale that we have that not every country has, because we banned alcohol, so we have this cool era of people running illegal booze across the country, outrunning police and stuff. It's just kind of a neat outlaw thing that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really into the whole like hardened men thing. I don't know, man. Like, you don't need that. That's silly.
Lots of abusers in that era, man.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of those men, like, beat their wives and were alcoholics because they were, hardened. I don't know, man. Like, it
wasn't a great time for mental health.
I don't know, man. I feel like I wouldn't go there. That's all I'm saying. And shit, even in post Me Too era, there's still an alarming number of spousal abuse. Both physical and mental, which is just as bad. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't imagine back then when it was like cool.
Right?
Like when. Like, a woman didn't know if you loved her if you didn't smack her every once, like that's, I don't want that. those were dark times to me, dude.
I'm glad I don't sit around with my friends talking about who slapped their wife. Those are dark times indeed. No thanks.
Yeah.
Not a lot of women's rights through the 20s.
Women's rights, racial rights, just, general human rights. Completely LGBTQ rights were completely like unheard of back then,
Yeah. Somehow it's still a fight today.
You want to be gay, you might as well be dead, right? Like those motherfuckers. Yeah, it's still a fight today, man. People still don't want this shit. Just let people pee where they want to, man. It's whatever.
Yeah, it is. It fucking is whatever. It really is whatever. It's not a fucking big deal.
It's really not. I like what Pete Davidson, his stand-up, when he was talking about it. He was like, they don't have to pretend that they're women. Like, it's not like there's a bouncer. there's no, you don't need an access card to go into you could just go in there. Like, it's not some weird invasion conspiracy, Because he's right, It's like, there's nothing stopping anybody. Like, you guys are tripping. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing some fine metallic detailing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some, fine detail on this chest. Purple's starting to show pretty good. I'm getting the purple back. I'm liking it. Life's okay in this moment.
Hell yeah.
Never mind. I thought about it too long.
That's what you get. I feel like I need to do something with this shoulder pad. I keep trying to just be like, it's brown, it's leather, it'll be fine. But I don't think it will be fine. Maybe I need to dry brush it with a dark wash, or maybe I need to get some speed paint leather or something. I need some more texture on this.
See, I mean, I'll just disagree that, safety nets are a good thing because it stops people that don't have the same opportunities from falling below an acceptable living standard. And then, I'm not gonna get into a whole debate about it, but I'll say a piece, I don't know, and like hardship isn't something that anyone should want, it's not.
And no one should have to go through hardship, and you shouldn't want anyone else to also have to go through it.
Yeah, I don't know, you don't need that. You don't have to, like, as a human being, you just have worth, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, you don't have to create worth. That's capitalist ideology, That's like, oh, if you're only worth as much as you can produce, it's like, that's not true. You're a human being, you're a singular, unique thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm an atheist, so like, if I don't believe that human life has value on its own, like, I don't know, like a lot of things start falling apart in like moral thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I believe in morality, but it's I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I to your point, I was saying that I don't think that anyone should want anyone else to go through any hardship. I don't think it makes somebody stronger to, eating a shit sandwich. You don't have to eat a shit sandwich to know that shit's fucking gross.
Yeah. No.
You shouldn't. And if you eat a shit sandwich, you shouldn't want everyone else to have to eat a shit sandwich too, and be like, "Well, right. I ate a shit sandwich, and because of that, everyone else should have to eat a shit sandwich to earn their fucking place." No, I disagree. No one should have to eat a shit sandwich, and I'm sorry that our ancestors had to eat a shit sandwich, and I'm sorry that other people's ancestors made other people's ancestors eat shit sandwiches for like 500 years. But there should be no more shit sandwich eating.
That's true.
There's enough wealth in our country that every single one of us should live in leisure for like the next 500 years. Instead of trillionaires and billionaires hoarding money and the rest of us thinking that we have to do something to prove we're a man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But
fuck that indeed.
And at the very least, everyone should have a place to live and food to eat, At the minimum. I don't know. I'm pro like basic income and all
the
that
minimums
stuff.
have changed also. Yeah, everyone in this country should have a house. There's no reason that they don't.
There are more empty houses in this country than there are homeless people.
We have more food waste than any other nation in the world. There's no reason why people are going hungry in this country. We're fucking idiots, and we're total dipshits, and we're anti-communism for some fucking reason. But we have the resources. We just need someone to manage it in a way that it benefits everybody.
Yeah, and that's where it all falls apart, typically.
Yeah, it needs to benefit everybody. And people are like, well, I don't want it to benefit everybody.
Well, then you should be the one doing the... Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Then it doesn't benefit you. Fuck you. If you're the one who doesn't want it to benefit you, then it doesn't have to benefit you. You don't have to take the program.
See, that's... I mean, like, I understand that thinking with the, thinking people need to give something back or whatever. I get it. But, like, I feel like most people would want to, Really don't think it's something, and there will be people that don't. And I think that that's okay. Like, they still get to live. And, honestly, I'm sure they'd give something back anyways in some way. I don't know, man. I feel like that kind of thinking comes from, like, community. Like, if you're a part of a community, odds are you're going to want to give back to it. It's human. It is human nature. It's what we've always done. And I don't know. I don't.
We also have a strange death of community happening in our country right now.
Because once you start demanding that people give a certain amount back to society, then you start, putting worth on people again. And some people can't contribute, at least not in the same way. And what about them? Like...
Some people can't contribute equally.
Yeah, some people... I don't know.
Like, there's no such thing as contributing equally.
As we talk about it, though, I mean, there's no easy answer to any of this. It's all very complicated.
There's no such thing as, like equal contribution. The farmer is going to think that he works harder than the fisher. And, the grocer is going to think that he works fucking harder than the fucking farmer. And people are always going to think that what they do is harder and that there's inequality. And we just need to fucking share everything. Because at the end of the day, whatever everyone's doing is probably a pain in the ass. And sometimes just being alive is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody should have... everybody should be sharing fucking everything.
No, I don't think most humans want to give back. There's to be some kind of reward. I mean, most humans nowadays are definitely motivated by self-interest, but I think that when we were tribes, when we were clans and that kind of thing, I feel like people wanted to help their family. I don't know. I think the big difference between then and now is like our loss of community. Like, it's not something that we really have these days, I don't know.
No, a lot of communities moved online, and it was really cool at first, but after a couple of years, we now see what problems that's caused.
But also, I mean, you're splitting the difference, though. Everyone doesn't have the same. That's fine. Like, I understand why you think people would need to contribute, and people that contribute more get more, blah, blah, blah. But I think that there should be a floor that is an acceptable living for everybody. You know what I mean? And that's where universal basic income tends to come in, is where, like, hey, you have this just because you're alive, and, you need food and housing. But if you do more, like, by working, you get more. So, I think that's fine. I think there's a balance, there's a middle ground. I just think that
I'm shaking my head because we've seen how this goes. This is where the government officials say that their job is the hardest and they have to get paid the most. No, pay everybody the same. Everybody who's living in a zip code who lives in one area, pay everybody the same median wage. That's it. That's how it's done. It's done by zip code.
Yeah, but I mean, then you come to the same problems where, I mean, no one's ever going to sign off on that. Yeah.
No, they're not. Or they're just going to move themselves to the richest fucking zip codes. They already live there, so they get paid the most. You're right. There's no easy solution, except that all of our money needs to be managed by. It needs to be split up amongst us.
No.
Managed by an entity other than the government.
But yeah, I mean, homogenous communities and multicultural. I mean, I don't know. Then you're just now you're just expressing that there's people that are all the same. I don't we could all live together. It's not an issue. And yes, vampire money is not real.
Yes, correct.
That's very true.
Yeah, I always like to remember that houses literally grow on trees, and we have a housing crisis.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I could just go outside, cut down some trees, and build a fucking shack, and I don't have a housing crisis anymore. And what the fuck is anyone gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Knock it over and I build another one. Knock it over and I build another one. That's just, you can't stop people from creating their own housing or finding somewhere to live.
Well, we
need to. We need to.
Living in a police state, but.
Oh boy.
Hostile architecture is really fun.
But I don't know what color to make this guy's, stick part of his double-headed axe. I also still need to do maybe some muscle accents on this guy, because his muscles are kind of flat. Alright, so let's do that first, and then I'll maybe eventually figure out what color I want to make his haft for his axe.
Yeah, I'm still hitting it with the purple and these little crevices, and then I gotta figure out what to hit the highlights with. I gotta take them off the stand for this part, I think.
Yeah, I do think that maybe maybe there should be two Americas, right? Maybe there should be one for libertarians where they don't pay any taxes and they're not part of anything and they could just fuck right off, and then one for the democratic socialists, and that's the rest of us can pay into the program and get universal basic income and stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be part of it, then maybe we don't force people to be part of it.
Yeah, but last time we tried to do that, it was bad.
Yeah, right.
Last time we tried to split this country, it was real bad.
I mean, you don't have to split it. You just let people, let them decide if they want to be part of the tax program or not. And you know that all of those people don't want to pay taxes anyways, and they don't want to be part of the program, so don't make them.
I mean...
We don't have to include them.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But, like, it'd be, like, a few months before they realize that all the doctors are over here. You know? And they'd be like, oh, shit. And their society would collapse, and it would, you know... We'd have to bail them out of a humanitarian crisis because we're not going to let them do that.
Oh yeah, this orange dry brush on top of this flesh color, on top of the tanned flesh, looks really good.
I'm in it right now, man. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm enjoying getting in these little crevices.
Mm-hmm.
Getting all deep, like.
Yeah, get in there. What's he doing in there? What's he building in there?
That just reminded me of a Rick and Morty thing, and then I got sad.
Oh yeah, you got sad because Justin Roiland beats women?
Yeah.
And now we can't enjoy Rick and Morty anymore?
Yeah. I'm very conflicted because they're gonna recast, and I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Like, he was deep in that shit, dude. It's his DNA all over that bitch. Like, I don't know if you can just like take him out of it and like have it be like not like quality wise, okay. I mean like morally, like it's still. And I have trouble believing that Dan Harmon, you know, didn't know things.
Birds of a feather flock together, man. He just hasn't been caught yet.
Yeah. I mean, he's had problems in the past, and I don't know, man. It just makes me wonder, dog. I'm real tired of this shit. I'm real tired of it. I'm real tired of people that, like... I don't know. I mean, that's why you shouldn't idolize people, you know? Because they're just people. They can disappoint, but...
You know, I've had enough of Justin Roiland's voice. So, you know, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it is fine. It is what it is. You know, I'm not, like... It's just, man, I was such a big fan. I really like the newest season a lot.
He just hit it off with Squanch Games.
You know, and it's just like, man, why... I mean, the reasons why is because he's a piece of shit, you know.
Yeah, he's an alcoholic piece of shit, and he's an abuser.
I would make a terrible fascist dictator, extremely leftist fascist, but I would... Yeah, Stalin was not a leftist fascist. A leftist? Like a liberal? Like, that guy didn't believe in civil rights for shit. They committed genocide. I don't know. That's nationalism, you know. That's, I don't know, man. That's
the whole thing, right? Is whenever communism failed in Russia, it's because it was nationalism, and that's why it failed. They didn't try communism. They tried a government fucking takeover where they fucked everybody, and then they called it communism.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? There's a book I saw. You know, some libraries and some bookstores will be like, these are banned books that you can buy here, and like one of them, I forget which one it was, but it was like, this was banned in China for being anti-communist, and it was banned in America for being anti-capitalist, but in actuality it's anti-authoritarian. So that's why both countries didn't like it. So, you know, that's, I don't know. Yes, Joseph Stalin was a fucking monster. You know, the genocides that they committed were somehow kind of swept under the rug, you know? It wasn't as talked about, but...
Because the other guy was committing worse genocides.
Yeah. You know? It's kind of an oxymoron, though. The worst genocide, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, even Mussolini was down there committing genocides, though, so it's like, anywhere you looked, people were genociding, so somebody was going to slip under the radar.
If ever there was a time.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sweet, do it, everyone's doing it. The genocide era. Meanwhile,
it is arguable which one was worse. I mean, you're not right. The one in Russia, they really don't talk about it. We don't learn about it as much, but it was very, very bad. I mean, shit. There's stuff going on in China right now where they're interring Muslims, and there's shit going on here where they're interring immigrants and stealing.
What? No, they're not. They're not stealing immigrants' children and selling them to senators and politicians and rich people across the country.
I think we're becoming an AM radio show, and I think we should stop. I think we should start paying our minis again and start talking about TTRPGs.
Whatever.
I think we're doing the thing, Gary. I think we're getting caught up here.
Whoops.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I do like talking about this stuff, but hey. I feel like we're getting in it.
Getting off track, huh?
I feel like we're getting in it, man. I feel like we're getting into it. And I don't want to get into it, you know?
Getting off track. A little bit off track. That's all right.
Just like this country, am I right now? Fucking kidding.
Ever since that damn George W. Bush took over.
Right.
No, it's been a shithole way longer than that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Back to painting minis, though.
Back to painting.
You still just throwing purple into some recessed muscles over there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, big time.
I decided I'd make his bang bang stick red. When all else fails, paint it red, man. That's always been my strategy.
That's fair. Come on, focus. Oh, you guys.
Oh, yeah. That's looking good.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks organic and he looks gross.
It's starting to look pretty good, huh? Especially looks good when it's not under a magnifying glass, huh? Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you always have to remember is you're going to be looking at these from 3 feet away and above. So you're not going to be looking square at it. You don't have to do as much hard work as you might think you do.
Yeah. He has these like cool like spikes, like stabbers coming off his wings, you know.
Who put the bar in the body bomb, dang dee bang in the bang dee ding dee dong.
Did you see the Monday I'm joining on CNU?
No.
DM Brando is skinning the Fallout 2 D20 game as the Last of Us game. Okay.
Hell yeah.
CNU. What's that? That's Cybernation Unplugged, right?
I know DM Brando.
Yeah. That's
Is that Vamp that did that?
Yeah, Vamp said that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Doing a Last of Us game. That is cool.
Yeah. It's good to do. Yeah, it's good to do this. I really, yeah, Cybernation I was telling you, yeah. We do stuff with Free League Publishing. They send us stuff. I'm really excited for the Walking Dead game. And I backed a game called Dead Season. I think it's called. Let me take a look here.
Hey, did you see that you can pre-install that Bethesda vampire game on Xbox already?
Redfall?
Even though it doesn't come out till May.
Dead Air. I ordered Dead Air Seasons from the World Anvil Publishing. TTRPG, I'm getting the physical copy and a PDF. Very cool. Free League, if you get the Crow or Highlander, you have my number. Yeah, that's fair. They haven't given us those. Okay. Are they doing those? I thought that was Evil Hat doing all that stuff. Free League did
Alien.
Yeah, they did Alien and Blade Runner. And they're doing Walking Dead. And I'm really, 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 really excited. I shouldn't be, because people don't want me to be? I don't know. Don't tell me how to feel. I like zombies. But, yeah. I'm really excited for that one. He does look organic. It's kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm. It's dope is what it is.
It's pretty dope. Can't believe I would fucking paint this many for 2.5 hours. It's crazy, dude. Time moves weird during these streams.
Mm-hmm.
It both feels like it takes a long time, but also like no time at all.
Yeah, it's the only stream that I don't feel like I need to take a break from.
Yeah. I feel like I am taking a break, you know?
Like, you know, sometimes I'll be watching the clock, like, waiting for 8:30 to hit so we can take our 5-7 minute break.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing this, I'm just like, no, it's cool. If I need to grab a drink, I can grab a drink. It's like, I don't have to wait for a break. I'm not, like, on a schedule. I'm just chilling.
Yeah. I like doing I'm glad we started doing these, because I always wanted to stream like this, where we just kind of get to chill, talk about what we want, you know, bond with our viewers and our friends, and you know. Yeah, my brother-in-law is also hella into the painting right now. Man, I love my brother-in-law, dude. He's dope. And then I love my older brother a lot too. So.
Oh, my brother got married. Congratulations. Shout out to my brother.
Oh, there you go.
We had a destination wedding in New Orleans, and I did not attend. I did not want to go to Bourbon Street. Maybe ever again.
That's fair. I was wondering the other day if I had done my last pub crawl already.
Yeah, right. His group of friends, they're like tailgaters, they're partiers, they're barbecuers. So they like to drink, man. And I don't want to go to Bourbon Street with a whole group of people who like to drink. Someone's going to do something stupid or get in trouble. So if I'm going to go with somebody who's like, you know, an amateur ghost hunter, or someone who's a historian who has something that they want to do besides just get fucking tore up. Because I don't want to just get tore up. I'm over that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was nice. We used to do pub crawls like once, maybe twice a year, me and Jen. Like we would do. So we used to go to PAX South every year, right?
Hell yeah.
What up, Connor? Oh, Connor wants to go to the French Quarter with you, Doug. He likes history.
Hell yeah.
What up, Connor? Good to
see someone who just doesn't want to get shit-faced drunk. It's like, bro, that's not a hobby for me.
I'll drink, man, but like, I also could not, you know. I don't need it, and I feel like that's the key distinction. But nah, yeah, we used to go. So we go to PAX South every year, you know. I didn't miss a single one. I went to every single one. So did Jenny. She even went the time that we all went together. She's, you know, before we met, she was there, which I thought was funny. But yeah, so we would do that every year, and then they had this the Fire and Ice like Game of Thrones themed pub crawl that was like unofficial PAX, you know?
Right.
But we would do that every year, man, and I got booked up because I finished every single pub crawl and did not skip any drinks ever. And I got real drunk every time, and it was a lot of fun. Jenny threw up in a trash can once. It's pretty funny.
You know, like I said, I've been there. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean that was years ago, you know. And then we did a Halloween pub crawl here in Houston. We got pretty sloshed there too.
Lickety sloshed.
I felt real bad because Jenny, oh man, because like I got a text and it was like, where are you? I'm like, you left me, and like I'm standing next to her, right?
Yeah.
And she was so drunk, and I looked at her, and she looked like frightened and like didn't like lost and was like really sad. I was like, baby, I'm right here. I never went anywhere. It was real funny. And then she threw up in the grass, and then we took an Uber home.
Hell yeah. At least she didn't throw up in the Uber.
Yeah, she didn't. She could have, but she didn't. She held it. I'm proud of her. Well, I don't know. Man, I think I just like drinking with Jenny. Jenny is very fun to drink with. Cause she like loosens up like just the right amount and like is just very social and fun. And like not a monster, you know?
No, I don't.
Oh shit.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some black paint for these hooves. And I'll probably grab a wash while I'm in there. I'm getting close to being done with my Minotaur. I'm liking the way this is coming along.
Just in time, man. Just in time.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling on 4/4s. What does that mean?
Rolling on fofos.
Okay.
You know that song.
Probably. I don't know.
Chipped on fofos.
I mean, you can keep saying it.
Fofos on tipping. No?
I'll be 52 and you're gonna be 52, Vamp? Dang, I didn't know you were that old. I thought you were in your 40s. Well, good for you, man. You're looking young. You look younger than 52. That's all I'm saying. But happy, just over a week. So like next Saturday-ish. Well, happy birthday if I don't see you. You know. No, not 20s, you're 40s. I didn't think you were in your 20s. I thought you were like 40 something. I didn't know you were 52. I mean, I'm in my 30s, so. But I feel so close to this sweet release of death, so. Black and Wash, are you a millionaire? Monday the 6th, The Last of Us game. Okay. Vampires always look young. Yeah, that's fair. Y'all are on it today, man.
Alright, I have returned.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Welcome back.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
Vampire's gonna be 52 on the 6th.
52. Would you do it again? Would you do it all over? Has it been fun? Fun enough to run it back? People with depression ask, like, should I stick it out?
Did you ever, Ramona, reprieve from this horrible existence, man?
Does it fucking stop? Does it fucking stop? Does it get better? Fuck.
I'm down! Snap! I'm down!
No shit.
Wax wings melted, dog. Never shall I soar again.
Is that what Vamp said?
No, that's what I said.
I was thinking that sounded like a vamp response too.
Well, I too am an enigmatic ancient creature, so if I could go back and start over, I would read Aloy Moore. Aloy Moore? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with it. I thought about like making fun of him a lot for misspelling something while he was typing about reading, but I was like, nah. Oh.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't have it in me. I can't do it, man.
As funny as that seems to be mean to Sean for no fucking reason, maybe just nah.
Nah, it was the Penguin.
Oh yeah, fuck you, Penguin. I'm just kidding.
That's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Penguin says if he had to do it again, he would read more. Did we get an answer from Vamp yet? Is it fucking worth it?
No, he said I'd rather not finish this round, to be honest. That's what he said. That's funny.
Oh, fuck. I like that. That's a good. Yeah,
good.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
That's it. That's the answer I wanted.
Yep.
It's the answer I was looking for. Thank you, Vamp.
I don't know what that means, man, but shut up. You fucking dick. It always trips me out when this playlist has words.
You like who the hell's talking?
No, you know, you can tell it's a song. It's just, you know, I don't know.
Just not expecting it through an instrumental mix all of a sudden?
It's this one is very. There's a lot of like he's just straight up singing. Fast forward. I don't like it. Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
This song's called "Tell Me Why," but it's not by.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
That's him. That's the man who murdered my brother. Oh, I forgot about that part. It's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Fucking hilarious. You seen that shit?
I watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I'm not sure what you're referring to right now.
Fucking,
off the top of my head.
They were making, like, it was a police lineup, and, like, I guess the guy sang Backstreet Boys or something. They were trying to do the thing where, like, say this line, and, like, Jake made them sing Backstreet Boys.
Right.
And, like, they started doing it really good, and, like, Jake started singing with them. And then, like, the girl that was in the room with them was like, that's him, number 4. That's the man who killed my brother. And Jake got real serious. I was like, I forgot about that part. It was a cold open. It was really good.
Yeah, that show is a fucking king of cold openings.
Yeah. I like the one with Captain Holt. And they're all pretending like what he would do if he ate a marshmallow. Like, oh, marshmallow. What is this glutinous monstrosity? And Charles is like, and then like Holt eats it, and that's what he does. And Charles is like, I knew it. I don't know. They have a lot of really, really good ones. Yeah, I've seen all that show. That show's fucking perfect.
Great show, yeah. Absolutely great show.
I really respect them for going back because they had to rewrite some of the stuff after the riots and the George Floyd and all that. And I respect them for doing it, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their rewrites consisted of, but I'm glad they did them because the show came out great.
It did. I've seen that as a viral TikTok or something. Yeah, the lineup one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it's definitely made its rounds on TikTok. It's really funny. If reincarnation is real, I hope this go finishes the cycle.
Is that Vamp's answer finally?
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a good answer. Yeah, no, same. I hope that this is the fully enlightened version, right? And that after this we're done doing this. Hope we've already been every other fucking creature.
Right. Nah, I hope that I'm that fucking that barbed penis fish in my next life. I want to take out some fucking rich guy on safari.
I hope that I'm a literal, like, a star, and I just have to sit there until I burn out.
I mean, technically, we'll all be that again.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
It's what we were, and is how we shall be again. Which is fun.
No expectations, just sit there and fucking burn and spin and burn.
It's pretty fun. You only burn until you start creating iron, and then you die. Pretty cool. You know, that's like how it works, kind of thing. Yeah, like I'm not a scientist, but I watch a lot of that stuff, and it's like suffusion is like it puts the molecules together, and like the energy released from the reactions is what the energy is
on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
But so essentially, it like starts at hydrogen, right, and it just forces and creates denser and denser elements until it hits iron, and then once it hits iron, like, so the whole sun is just changing. That's why you can tell what stage they are by color, because you can tell what element that sun's fusing right now. And once it hits iron, it can't sustain the reaction anymore, and it very quickly dies and collapses.
Pretty cool.
It's cool. Iron is the element that kills stars, if you ever need to know that.
I feel like that's gonna be a thing that comes up in a tabletop role-playing game someday.
Yeah, maybe. Iron is the element of star killing, yeah.
You know how there's been, like, the Death Star and other ships that, like, blast planets away?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be funny if instead of blasting the planet away, if you just, like, supercharged their sun so it would burn faster and faster and faster. So they had, like, 3 months to live, and you're like, hey, your sun's gonna burn out. Enjoy that.
That'd be pretty fun.
It's just something impending that you know is going to happen just in a few months. There's nothing you can do to stop it now.
Like stabbing someone in the gut.
Uh-huh.
If the elemental symbol for iron is Fe, that means Iron Man is female. Yes. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
It puts the molecules on skin, or it gets the oblivion. Is that what you said earlier, Gary?
It could be.
That's what Penguin wrote in the chat. I just didn't know.
I don't think I said oblivion. I think Penguin was helping me along.
Okay. It's pretty funny. I feel like I purpled this thing.
I'm throwing a wash on my guy right now.
What do I do next?
You said you might want to do some highlights on the raised parts of the skin.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily have to do that. I did not do that this time around.
Well, I also need to hit the face with some detail. I'm thinking, so the face is kind of almost skeletal, but I already did that on my dog, and I didn't like the way it turned out. What color should
it
do his
face?
It looks kind of skeletal.
It's bat skeletal like.
I guess his skin's just really tight, but like you can see the bone structure really well, and I'm just wondering. There's a lot of detail on the head. Yeah,
I wouldn't do it with skeleton color. I would do it with some stretched looking skin. So you definitely want to go with a lighter shade, because whenever you stretch skin, it's much lighter. Lighter than you use for the rest of the body.
So I could do like a brown though? Or
So
flesh
your
color.
body was tanned flesh. Yeah, so you're going to want a flesh color or something even a little bit more pale, but not something as white as skull or skeleton or any of that. But yeah, just
Mummy
make it.
robe's probably too white too.
Mummy robe's too white from tanned flesh. I don't have my other flesh colors out here, but I'm sure there's a flesh color that works. I would not use elven flesh, it's too yellow.
Demonic yellow.
That's also very yellow.
I don't have flesh colors out. Could have sworn. Oh, here's some other stuff. Yeah, I have tanned flesh, leather brown. Let's see. Desert.
So we use tanned flesh for the base, so we don't want to use tanned flesh again here.
Yeah. Ooh, should I bring out my flesh wash for later?
Yeah, actually, you probably should.
Flesh wash. Darkstone, greedy gold. I do look forward to using the metallics one day.
Good, because I'm learning more about metallics every day, so I can help you eventually. Because I've kind of screwed up my metallics many times through the months.
Yeah, they're difficult. I remember using them as a kid. That barbarian flesh, that's lighter.
Yeah, there you go. Barbarian flesh. That'll do the trick. It's pinker, too.
Here we go for the finest brush I have. Very, very fine.
Alright, I've just slapped a wash all over this young man. He is looking good to me.
Trying to get the focus here. You can kind of see it. There it is. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at that face. And then, does he have hair? Is that what's going on there?
He has like spines coming off the back.
Did those spines go? Are they like throughout the whole body, repeated in different spots?
I mean, he has a lot of different textures going on. Those spines are pretty specific to his head, though.
Those spines should be a different color, I think, to make them pop away.
So just do his face with the barbarian flesh, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or else it's all just going to run together, and you're not going to really know where his face stops and starts from a few feet away. Because you want to be able to look at him on the table, and you're just, like across your house and be like, holy shit, that alien looks badass. You want to be able to tell that it's an alien. Not be like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that tree monster? Alright. I washed it, and then I washed it again. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this guy. Bam! And send it to the Discord. So that at some point it can be on the big screen.
I'll put it up here in a minute.
Walking around the Christmas tree, it's a happy holiday. You know, it's only a month since Christmas. Isn't that crazy? It feels like that was so long ago.
It always does, man. But it'll also be back before you know it.
Set this guy back a little bit so I can get some better light.
Sorry. Very focused right now.
Hey, no problem. Nothing to apologize for. Being focused painting a miniature.
I'm looking at my hand through this magnifying glass. It's like I'm seeing my hands for the first time. It's really weird. It's like I'm a baby.
I discovered hands. There might be, I might want to do, this is the part of the mini that sucks, right? You get down to the end and you're like, do I change this? Do I change this? And you might screw it up at the very end, but I feel like bulls and cows and bovine, they have a darker nose than the rest of their face, right? They have a little pink nose, but then...
Or black.
Then their little face starts.
Yeah, they can be black. So they can be darker or lighter. It really depends.
But it shouldn't be the same color.
No, and like if you're using a dark color, either go all the way black or just go lighter. And if you're a lighter color, then probably go darker. I feel like all the cows I'm seeing in my head right now follow that rule.
I might need to go out there and get a black color then, because I just have dark gray and it's not going to look right. It's going to look like stone or something.
It's really funny. The song that's playing right now is about colors. It's called
Red, yellow, green, red, blue, 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 red, purple, green, yellow, or red. Red.
It's called
red,
I Love
yellow,
Color.
green, red, blue, 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 red, purple, green, yellow, or red. Red. Blend them all and what do you get? 3 shadows of aqua. Now beige and aquamarine and every color in between. I do, shit, I don't, blank, blank. Color has its harmony. And just as I have said, red, yellow, green, red, blue, 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 red, purple, green, yellow, or red, red.
What is that?
That's the Spectrum song.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Let's see here. How do we do this? There we go. I'm gonna have to do this later because you can hear it while I'm doing it, but I'm gonna clip that fucking shit. That's pretty good, dude. I'm gonna make a clip out of that. It's a good clip. This guy has human skin color face now, and it's fucked up. I do like it though. It does add a little something. What color should I spine him? Gary? You alright? Oh, you're muted. It's probably fun. It's probably fun over there. Yeah, man. My color song that I like is I could be blue, I could be green, I could be violet sky, I could be purple, I could be that one. I like that song. Spine yellow. I don't know if yellow. See, yellow on this. Yeah, let me see if I can show it to you. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Now that that looks good.
This yellow on that would be too much, I think. What?
I think so too.
What do you think on the spines, man? Lighter brown, or should I go with a fucking bone color?
Yep, I was gonna say that's honestly somewhere where I would use a bone. I definitely would.
Mummy robe?
Mummy robe will work.
Mummy robe
will work.
Yellow might be a good eye color, though.
Yes.
Like maybe demonic yellow, I think would be a good eye color. Bat, spine or belly should be yellow. The bat thing runs away from combat.
Hell yeah.
It's funny. Funny vampire.
You would make it the vampire yolks.
The worst part about a vampire comedian is they really suck.
Wow, now he's making the yolks of the vampire. You make vampire yolks?
I'm starting to really get like the painting vibe, dude. I'm starting to like. I feel like I'm doing it, and it's kind of cool.
It is cool.
I guess I can hit his like claws in the same color. You think?
Mm-hmm.
Although it does look a little light. I don't know. I'll try it out. Let's see how it goes. You can always go darker. Easier to go darker than to go lighter.
Definitely true. And I might just be realizing right now this guy has teeth also, so it might be good for me to put down a spot of white. And just like you, Mummy Robe is my off-white of choice.
Vampire says that they're a Commodian, not a Canadian, because all their jokes stink.
Ah, I like that. I thought that's because they were a Komodo dragon, and I was waiting to see how the joke came together.
Who's this Westy 2024? How's it going? You from the future?
Westy.
Howdy, need a hobby buddy for the night. Absolutely, yeah. Pull up a chair.
Yeah.
Our stream
Perfect timing too.
Our stream's gonna end soonish, but like I'm still doing. I don't know. I kind of want to finish mine, so I might stay on for a bit. I don't know if you want to, Gary, but
oh no,
it's all It's
I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't considered it.
Like I don't like the stream's technically normally over in like 2 minutes, but like I got stuff to do. I'm enjoying it a lot, and so I'm just kind of like maybe I just keep doing it.
That's how painting minis. That's how it goes. You enjoy it a lot, and you just keep doing it, and then all of a sudden it's 2 a.m, and you're like, I'm almost done with this one. Yeah. Should I start a second one, or should I wait till tomorrow?
I can feel my virginity returning. It's weird.
Yeah. That's how you become pure again.
But yeah, Westy, how's it going? What's your interest? What you doing? How you doing? Let us know. Up? And anyone that's watching, don't forget to. We always forget to do it, but like, don't forget to follow us on all of our stuff. There's our Linktree, YouTube channel, Twitter. There's some Instagrams and stuff there. You can follow me on TikTok. I don't know. I'm not very good at making TikToks, but hey, I have some followers. I don't know how I have so many, honestly. I don't really make that much content, but I have like 360 or something.
Damn, look at you, big pimpin'.
I feel like it's respectable. It's not like blowed up on TikTok levels, but it's not bad.
That's blowing up, bro. That's crazy. You went viral.
I wish. That'd be cool.
Alright, I like this more now that I did his teeth and it's not just a pink face all over the place. But I'm gonna have to wait for the white to dry because now the lip is white too and it looks weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to. I don't know. It's coming together over here. It's coming together on my side.
I wonder if I white balance this in the back if it'll show the color better. I bet it will.
Are you taking pictures? Is that what you're doing? Hey, did you already put them up?
No, because I I did some changes. I did a couple of little changes, and then I'm gonna do the lip here in a second.
All right, let me know when it's up, and I'll put it up.
Okay.
Just whenever. It's no big deal.
Okay. I'm just waiting on this white to dry, bro. Hmm. I think this lip could also be, I just barely started using this black at the end of the project, but I think I could also do this lip black, the nose and the lip, because I think that's how cows are.
Yeah, cows and like dogs can have like black lips. Yeah, that's the thing. Westy, I'm working on my wife's army. She wants her Eldar painted up as Hawaii sea life. So I'm working
awesome.
on Guardians painted up as pufferfish. That's sick, dog.
That's awesome.
Sick. See, yeah, last time, Gary did a concept. He did a Carnage style lizard creature. That was sick, dude. Like, I like those like the mix concepts where it's like, I want to paint Eldar as pufferfish, that's sick. Like, maybe I should do something like that sometime.
This is my first time ever painting a Minotaur, so I really wanted to give him the proper respect that a Minotaur deserves. Instead of painting him as like a themed guy, I wanted to have a classic Minotaur in the bunch.
So that's kind of like one of my TTRPG maxims. That I used to do a lot. Like, when I was getting to know a new class, I would do a very classic style of that creature, like classic wizard, classic sword and board warrior, just go with the bread and butter version.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and that to get a feel for what it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then freestyle from there. But I was really I don't know. That's just one of my things. I felt like it gave me an interesting perspective into the game. It helped me help me see like what the game was intended as, kind of,
Almost what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Before you go stretching the rules, you just want to see how they're supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Now I'm going to take a picture of this guy. Now I'm going to post it in our Discord, and then you can post it on our screen. But that's like 2 minutes away, so hold your horses, bro. Chill out.
All right, man.
Ooh. Hello, Bananas. Bananas just ran in here. Hey, buddy. Sit down, please. I'm about to take a picture. Thank you, bud. Yeah. Hold him closer to the light. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy turned out all right, Jahan.
I can kind of see what you were doing, and I think it looks really good, yeah. I'm excited to see the close-up. I'm actually trying my hand at some edge highlighting right now, and I think I like it.
Man, it makes all the difference.
I really think it does, and I think I'm enjoying doing it, which is exciting.
One of the most tedious parts about painting is the edge highlighting, but it's also one of the things that really makes a noticeable difference. It just gets really tedious because it's like if you skip any corners, you'll see which ones you skipped. You'll see them from a mile away.
I think I greatly enjoyed this, actually.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, 1, 2, 3 pictures in the Discord. and the photo sharing sub Discord.
Cool. Oh shit. I have to let my eyes adjust to normal vision. Yeah, troops are pufferfish. HQs are different rays. Wraith blade are moray eels. Wraith knights are blue whale with the gems as suckerfish. And the bikes are different sharks. That's sick, dog. We'd love to see some pictures if you want to. You can share them in our Discord. Links in the link tree. You can come on in and be our pal, or you can just like DM me pictures. I don't know. Take a look on Twitter. That is, or on Twitch. Sorry. Let's see. Where'd you put them, Gary? Photo sharing.
Yes, in the photo sharing.
Bro, what the fuck? Dog, that's out of control, dude. Alright, I'm gonna show everybody at home. This is Gary's miniature he's been painting tonight.
Yeah, the one that's standing right there on your screen. He just has horrible lighting, so you can't see what he really looks like.
That's what he really looks like.
Oh, shit.
I'll make it real big, too, so you guys can see it. There's the miniature. There's the vac. Dude, that looks good, dude.
Thank you.
That is really, really good. I see you did the dry brushing on that fur on the pauldron. I see a lot of what you did there, man. That's real good. It's real good, dude. That's top tier.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're only getting better, dude. Like, it's pretty good, man. Like, Penguin says it's great.
Thank you, Penguin.
Absolutely sick, dog. Absolutely.
Now I have a Minotaur, so if it ever comes to tabletop Minotaur season, you know who to call.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
This poor Chaos guy didn't get touched at all tonight. He didn't get tickled by any paint, but that's okay.
It's okay. Chaos people like it when you edge them.
I've heard that before.
You like it when you make them wait.
Thank you, Westy.
Much good? Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, Westy.
Much good.
I guess I could send my monstrosity. It's a work in progress still. I'm not done with mine, but I'll show everybody. I don't care. I ain't scared. Like, I haven't even started painting the barrel yet. Cause he's standing on a barrel.
A couple of the oh shit, what are they called? Tyranids. A couple of the Tyranids I have, one standing on a barrel, one standing on a vent. And it was the last thing I painted on the figure. Actually, they're also, one of them's holding like a Space Marine helmet, and that's the last thing. I haven't painted that. Damn Space Marines, you can wait at the back of the line.
Dropping them in there right now.
It's the music of Jahan sending his thing.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm looking at my pictures again.
There's mine. This is the bat creature I've been doing. I still needed him with like a wash. I just started doing some edge highlights, so there's still work to do. I got to do the barrel, but I'm liking the brown, the purple. I think a wash is really gonna help with that white.
You should take that. You should see if you can take that warlock purple instead of that alien purple, and do a thin layer of that also inside where those purples are at.
Like on top of them.
Okay. No, you don't want to do a whole lot because you don't want to cover it up at all because it looks good, but you want to add some pink in there too, and that'll make that purple really fucking pop. And then you'll see like the lines in between the folds of the muscle.
Yes, Alex, you can say fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can. In fact, you can probably say anything because Vampire Bites has cleared most of the chat log at this point.
Yeah. Hey, you can say fuck. It would have blocked you if you couldn't. There's a few words you can't say, but I put them in the blocker, so yeah. Don't try to find them because they're real bad, but you know.
Everybody knows what those words are. Just don't say them.
Yeah, just don't say it, please. We that's where our line is. But bro, those chaos dudes you did earlier are sick.
Thanks.
Real good, dude. Some real good stuff, man. See, this is fun, dude. Like, people always come in to this stream, to the miniature stream, and are sharing their minis. And, like, we're seeing... I don't know, man. It's sick. I sent the HQ since I'm still working on the troops, right? You sent the HQ. Let me check it out.
Hell yeah.
Where'd you send the HQ at? Oh, dang. Oh, you joined our Discord.
Welcome
to our Discord. Sick. That always makes me happy to get people into our community, you know. Let me show these. These are
sick. I love the fucking cape. What a pain in the ass.
These are from our viewer Westy, who is doing the Eldar Under the Sea style, and this is an HQ unit, which is sick because they get to wield what looks like a two-handed like Reaper gun with and a glaive in the other hand.
Freehand. The freehand flag is really good too. The cape and the flag are next level.
Yeah, and so this is Stingray. The cape's fantastic. You all have a Discord? Yeah, we got a Discord. Alex, here's the link tree. Those are all our links. Go follow us. We got YouTube with all of our videos. Like this is up there right now. We have a Facebook where we try to do a lot of announcements and stuff. We talk about who we're working with and like stuff that's coming out that we're excited about. We have Twitters. We got this Twitch channel. Yeah, we got Discord. Oh, and Wesley, thanks for the follow here as well. We awesome. This is out of control. See, we're meeting like really cool, talented people. This is real dope. Hey, there's Gary.
Yo. I guess you don't need to look at my mini anymore now that it's been shown.
Nah.
Oh, I made it. I'm on camera. Look at me.
Yeah, Wesley, feel free to share all of your minis here. We have somebody. We have a few people that have come in from this mini stream and are in our Discord now, showing minis, and like it's real sick, dog.
Yeah, I love having other people in there posting minis besides me. It used to just be me flooding it by myself.
It's building. Our community is building really nicely, right?
It's nice to have other hobbyists in there too.
You are fresh in the box, Alex. Absolutely, and we're so glad. Oh man, that makes me happy. It's a spotted eagle ray. If you Google them, it's almost spot on. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's almost spot on for the spotted eagle ray.
That's pretty funny.
Look at him go. This guy's on fire, man.
You know why they call it a spotted eagle ray?
No.
Because it loves freedom.
Oh hell yeah. They should call it the red, white, and blue eagle ray then.
No, wow, that's a pretty stingray. That's a pretty stingray. That's real sick. Oh my god. But yeah, that's that's good stuff. What do you say, Gary?
That's it for me, man. I'm good. I'm packing up my stuff.
That's about I feel like it's a good. We went 15 minutes over.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is a Monster Hunter night or a Call of Duty night. I don't know what kind of night this is.
Dog, this is definitely a Monster Hunter night. I'm all in.
This is a night to hunt monsters, he says.
If you're down with that, dude, I'm down to play
some monsters.
Me and Gary are gonna pop off, and we're gonna go play some Monster Hunter Rise, because that's what we do to unwind. And this has been real fun. This has been a treat. This has been a good night. Thanks everybody for staying, watching, subscribing, following, joining our Discord, joining our community, and helping us grow in the best way possible. We love having other creative people around, and absolutely, Westy. We are happy to have you chat. We love haven't. We just like people, man. We just like people in the hobby. We enjoy this stream a lot, and tonight's been a great night. Yeah.
Westy, we do these painting style format streams every other Friday if you want to pop in.
Every other Friday. So not next Friday, but the Friday after that we'll be back at it. I think we're going to miss a Friday in February.
17th.
Is it going to be the 17th?
The 17th. That's my birthday.
That's your birthday. That's your birthday.
And it's the day that Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out. I'm going to go do stuff for my birthday.
Is that one of these, or is that a...
Let's see.
Modern age night?
It's a modern age.
Okay, so
we'll be back here on the 10th doing this.
Yeah, but we're going to be missing one of those painting ones in February so that we can play the 5th season.
Oh, shit. If it's the 10th, we need to start booking people now.
Yeah, we need to talk to Time Lord's wife. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I don't know. It's been a great stream. You guys have all been great, very supportive, and it's just been great to have you as a part of the show. Y'all are why we do it. So, it's a good night. I have been the board game guru and game master extraordinaire Jahan at RockFact on Twitter.
I'm Casualty CDG, and you can find me at Casualty CDG on all social media platforms. I'm a retired human trafficking and child crimes detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian, and I also paint minis. So check me out at Casualty CDG. And if you like Jahan and I, tune back in every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We play tabletop role-playing games. We always play different games. We don't really stick to one game for too long. We'd like to show off new systems and new casts and rotating characters and all sorts of great things that tabletop role-playing games can bring to the hobby. Also, we have a podcast. It's called Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where me and Jahan and our friend Drew talk about movies, streaming shows, and video games. So if you like movies, streaming shows, or video games, check out our podcast, Fresh Out the Podcast. It's available where all podcasts are available. And we have like thousands of hours of content and downloads, and it's like a good podcast. You should really check out it if you like podcasts. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you guys, and good night.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Stay fresh. Cheese bags. Right, Vamp? We'll be seeing you.